I have no idea if this is working, but here we are. It is I, the Frostiest of Frosties. Let's see if we can get this to turn on. Okay, so supposedly, I literally combed my hair. Came in here, looked like I just got out of bed. Alright. What is up? I'm trying to stream to YouTube and Twitch for the first time ever. I've been streaming to Twitch for 3 years. But never did YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit me up in chat. I want to see if I can actually see, just hi. I want to see if I can see it on my OBS screen. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can read stuff from YouTube. I have no idea. But I keep checking YouTube really quick to see if I'm live, and it looks like I am, which is cool. So I don't know. Hit me up if you're able, just to let me know. And if I will verbally respond to you, so if I don't, use smoke signals, and I'll read the sky, and I'll be able to tell that I can't read them. I'm just trying to figure out if I need to have, I don't know if anybody happens to be in chat that had done this before. I don't know if I need to have Restream.io open somewhere else to read the chat. Or if there's a way I can configure it. I'm just glad to be kind of having them in the same spot. I think that's cool. Yeah, this just says Twitch. Now that I'm looking at it, it just says Twitch chat. Where? Sorry, we're learning. We're learning. It's not like there's anything to do in the game today anyway. So, hold on. How did I get this Twitch chat doc? Sorry, I'm playing, and we're working, and it's amazing. We're just trying, man. So I just realized, yeah, this just says Twitch chat. So there must be a way for me to get them on docs. Tools. Stream elements. Stream setup. I got Twitch chat right there. Multi-chat? Hold on, what is this? No! Multi-platform chat is in read-only mode. Oh wait, this might work. I don't see anything though. I don't know why it's in read-only mode. Okay, but this might work. I might be able to see what people are saying. Just need to figure out. Or I could just have it at YouTube chat, I guess. It's not really saying anything though. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. Yeah, this says it's in read-only mode. No clue. So if I say something, because okay, it says test there. If anybody watching is on YouTube, just shoot me a little message. I want to see if I can read it. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the worst thing in the world if I can't type in chat. Make MODOK great again. From YouTube. Hey, thank you, Edward Weeder. It's working! It's working! Yeah! What's up? Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, great. Now if I can figure out how to make that become that. Or, you know what? I don't need this anymore so much. I'm changing a setup you can't see, so it just sounds like I'm talking just freaking nonsense. No. Wait, hold on. I don't think y'all can see any of this craziness going on, but that's okay. I just want you smaller, bro. I don't need you the way you are. I need you better, stronger, faster. Yes, I just need a text box. I think this works. Thank you so much, Edward Weeder. You told me You told me all I need to know. You told me all I need to know. Wait, so I got a subscription. I don't know. Was that on Twitch? It's alive! It is alive! It's awesome. I just gotta get used to it. This says, okay, so now I'm not sure, my activity feed, I'm not sure where it's feeding from, right? Oh, replay activity. The stream elements will tell me. Stream elements freaking muted? Okay, I don't know. I don't know if this is YouTube. I don't know. I don't know if the subscription was on Twitch. Regardless, thank you so much for, they're completely different things, but, Big Jeff99, thank you so much for the subscription. Eventually, I assume I'll figure out how to tell. But right now, we're just kind of diving in the dark. And I don't know why, if it was on Twitch, it should have triggered in Stream Elements. We're learning. We're learning. This is different for me. Hold on, let me do, I'm testing something. That's working. Okay, I was curious if my stream over this. That must have been a subscription on YouTube.
This is not going according to plan because he has freaking ability block.
Thanks. Whoop! I just did a whole thing. It was on YouTube. Okay. I don't have a good way to tell that yet, but eventually, other than maybe the stream elements. But thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you, Big Jeff. Amazing, amazing. So, what's up, most Frosty Avastis? What's up, Midnight? We are doing our first stream on both Twitch and YouTube, finally. We tried to do it last week, and we had to get approval, so now we have it, and we're navigating what that is. So, how is everybody doing? How we doing? How did everybody do in Ultimate 32? I went 3-2, which I'm not mad about. Every single punch-up I had was 60 million, so all of them. 5-0, Midnight. You're a freaking monster. You're a freaking monster, dude. Alright, let's do some stuff. Alright, we're gonna start off. We're gonna pop our energy on a Mega Sentinel because she is now farmable. And then we're gonna come up in here. We're gonna do some training mat farming. I went 3-2. I went 3-2 also. I suck at CC. I think I wildly swing back and forth. Sometimes I feel like I suck, but then I remember that all of my attacks are like 60 million punch-ups. Like, legit. I have videos. I posted one of them. I decided not to. I posted one video for Ultimate 32, but it's so fast, I wasn't sure. There's like no turnaround, so I wasn't really sure if anybody would benefit from them, so I stopped recording them. Apparently, I'm better at 3-room than I am at 6-room. Well, you get a much deeper arsenal, right? I just got fucked by everybody having Odin. I honestly think I scored. I lost the two I lost by 1,000 points, and I didn't have Odin. Like, I think I deserve a damn medal, quite frankly. I don't know if they're letting us keep the points, but I went from 620 to 320, climbed 300 ranks. Jesus, that'll work. Yeah, I don't know if they will. But I don't know if you can see. I don't know if I can pull up the results from the Ultimate 32, but I did every single. I did have. I think one of my wins though. Admittedly, I think he didn't attack. But I could be wrong. Sorry, I'm clicking around now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we get to keep the points or not. You a message while I was wasted, said you should go away. I won a 112 million punch out. Jesus Christ, dude. Good work. Like I said, I'm proud of my situation just because I don't have Odin. I think I did just peachy. I got promoted, but I'm terrible at understanding kits. I always understand about half of everyone's kit. And I think that's why Rolf Kieran makes fun of me. I know most of the kits, but only half of them. So, like, maybe I know a little bit of everyone's kit, but I only know half of their kit. If that makes sense. I don't know half of the characters' kits. I know, like, everyone's kit, but, like, half of it. Except new characters. I gotta figure them out. I had the 16th highest TCP player in my bracket. That's freaking nuts, dude. Wait, I don't know. Can we look at any of this? Nah. This is coming up. Oh, we gotta set our defense here. Wait, are we doing another Ultimate 32? Boy, it'd help if I read the blog posts anymore. Someone who really doesn't care about CC too much. Really? Yes. Jeez, I don't want to do it again. 5 days a week's a lot, man. Granted, it is only 3, so it is like half the time, but is it the same? Is it the same rooms? Overcharge. Yeah, it is. This worked pretty good. I still don't fucking have Odin. So I'm close. I'm wicked close to having Odin. But I do have a Hercules. I now have, unlike the beginning of the last Ultimate 32, I do have Hercules and Omega Red Phoenix, whatever the fuck. So I guess that's good. Oh, also, I don't know if it says in my title. Once again, we're experimenting. I am doing a Hercules feature today. If that's the case, it will run Tuesday through Sunday. And it's not starting until Tuesday, is what we're told. If that's the case, it will run Tuesday through Saturday. Damn! I would love a Sunday one. That's very selfish, though. Then next week, we pick up on Sunday, so we'll have a Crucible like 8 days in a row. Jesus Christ. Why? Is it the... There's an Envoy tournament coming up, too, I saw. Depending on when it is, I might reach out to Ron and be like, yo, are you cool if I just steal your idea and ESPN commentate this shit? I'll take off work for it. I don't give a fuck. But I think we only figured that out like Friday. I think we got an in-game actually, didn't we get an in-game message about it? I feel like we did. Go red. Pretty sure. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we did. Maybe not. Maybe I made that shit up. I swear. Anyway. Well, they're running the 32 again for the people that did not get matched. People didn't get matched? So what, people didn't get to participate? Plus this time the attempt score will go correctly. Well, now I feel bad about not posting videos. Okay. That means I'm gonna need to post a couple videos. I'm gonna make a bigger Ultimate 32 video and post it so that they're out there. Because I was definitely facing some things that other people weren't facing because, well, I assume that. But if you look at the counter sheet, I'm on there a little bit, and that's because I posted one video. But the defenses I faced, I don't know if anybody else did. Like, I was facing shit like just, well, no. I don't remember what I fought. Oh, Pure Astral. I went up against. I was like, I bet a lot of people below me might go up against Pure Astral. A lot less people are posting stuff at the counter sheets these days. I'll keep doing it. This one I just was like, I'm wondering if like Desir and Squatch Thulu were just like super like overwhelmed with how like the amount. So after I sent the one, I was like, because it took a while to update the sheet the first time, I was like, man, I don't want to like destroy them. I was recording all. I missed one recording because I stopped. So I have I think 4 videos to post. But I wasn't sure if it was gonna be helpful. But if we're doing another freaking round of this shit, I'll post some tonight. I did have a lot of fun with it, and it's a lot easier to get those 3 attacks in. So let's look. I want to see if I assume that. I don't know if we change. Maybe if we changed. Hold on. Now I'm curious. I want to see how many of my opponents are like people I actually played. How do you even submit to them? They have a Discord. Council of Streamers is the name of the Discord. You request access if they allow you in. There's a little bit there called so that says spreadsheet submissions. Also, I believe on the Excel spreadsheet in general, somewhere on there, I think at the bottom it says you can email links to Squatch. You can and it has his email. That's how I first got it, and then I got on the Discord server. But I like it because I feel like I represent, as far as the counter sheet is concerned, I feel like I'm one of the only people that represent some of the, I represent the people without Odin, you know? Not for now, you know? That could change today if somehow all the characters don't, or somehow all the characters stop one-shotting all of my fucking dudes. I swear to God, dude. I got to Legendary and I was like, this is going to be easy, right? And then legit Gore was like, I'm going to one-shot. Every single time I start, I'm going to one-shot 2 people. Because of his... I'm assuming it's his fucking passive. I never went to double check. This is what I'm talking about, right? I like half know the kit. It's got to be a passive. On spot, get charged by yourself. On any death, 1 charge. On any of this character's 4 more charge, attack the most injured... non-summoned out, ignoring taunt and stealth. This character's special, Tendril Terror. The ability of the level is capped at the level of the passive. Then clear all charge of this character. That must be it. But it's straight up, dude. I would spawn into the fight and he would kill 2 people in 1 shot. Granted, he should only attack 1 person. You know, taunt stealth. Yeah, he was killing my old man Logan and Sus at the same time immediately. Well, soon you'll be able to level your people up. Maybe the 101. Oh yeah, maybe. I'm close. Well, I don't know how close I am. I always forget that's not exactly running. Oh no, I'm very close. I could probably hit that. You're talking about Gore? Yeah, dude, Gore in DD8, dude. He was just fucking my shit. He was killing 2 people in 1 shot. They weren't even next to each other. It was like I had like Sus, Shadow King, Mephisto, Old Man Logan, APOC, or something like that, but they were that far away, and then Gore would jump Old Man Logan and Sus would die. And the Old Man Logan. As I brought up, I was fighting this, and it wasn't working at all because I'm a dummy, and I paired Mephisto with Old Man Logan because I'm a dummy, so I built up an additional character in Shadow King, and Shadow King's been putting in work. Then I dropped Mephisto so that I could actually use Old Man Logan properly. But they really like killing him first. But I'm not sure why he hits 2 people, but you have to try to not let him be on 3 charges or he'll kill your last person. Because the next time he'll have 4 on spawn and immediately kill. Well, I appreciate the knowledge there, Midnight. All the Gores are dead. So I legitimately I got Dorm. Dawkin is doing the damage now. He's fucking me up. And then everybody else is... Oh, Dawkin and Archangel are doing some shit. Hell, let's do it. Whatever. But this is what I used last time. Do a DD8 attack. Yeah, after you guard passive, it targets something specific. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. But I couldn't figure out why he was killing both, so I ended up dropping Old Man Logan, I think, and then he only attacked Sus. And then I kept re-entering the battle because every now and then Sus would live. One of those things. Okay, so we're right here. So we're gonna basic here, see if we can get some more adjacent damage than just Archangel over here. I can't tell if I pulled taunt off of that Squatch. Okay, Guardian's dead because fuck me. And Old Man Logan's dead. This is how this has been for the last few days. Yeah, they both have rewind. Yeah. I'm trying so hard. Because I had, no Shadow King. I had Mephisto, and Rolf was like, oh yeah, those nodes are super easy, because it's Rolf. But he didn't do Gladiator, he brought in Vol, and he was like, because of the the ability energy or excuse me, the ability energy that they are putting out. What is the skull bill of the one chip challenge versus the gummy bear? That's a fantastic question, Eddie. I don't know. Let's find out. The gummy bear was 9 million. I didn't even look, my guy. That's bad. One chip challenge Scoville. I think it's probably pretty similar. No, 2,300,000. So it is lower. I will say, because of the powder on it, I think it's a tougher situation. I did a challenge, Death by Salsa, which is 3 million Scoville, and it's supposedly worse than the 9 million, because with 9 million you hit it and you quit it. With the 3 million you kind of keep going. I don't know. Also with the 9 million you get a smaller thing, because this chip's like a fucking chip, you know? I don't know. Good point, though. Maybe I weenied out on this one. I don't know. We'll have to see. I've never done it. Alright. I'm debating if it's worth, like, dropping Old Man Logan. Pokemon in Twitch chat. Flitchender, exclamation point, Pokecatch. The gummy bear could get stuck in your teeth, but once you swallow it, it just slides out. Yeah, so that was the whole thing with that one. I think I got pretty lucky as far as that's concerned, but I didn't. You could watch the video. I didn't think that was like the craziest, most spicy fucking thing. He's mythic. Let's do this. I didn't think that was like crazy mega. Or did I do that wrong one? No, I gave him exhausted. I didn't find that like as spicy as like the end hot sauce. Man, we can't click off it. Okay. Oh, we killed Sasquatch. And now, see, he's not even at half health. Watch, he's gonna die. Oh wait. We did something righter. That Dawkins been fucking me up. Okay, hold up. This is obviously much better than it was. Get an ult from Dorm. Oh, Dorm ulted before. That's cool. Oh, come on. That Dawkins going again. All the rewind. With the chip crunch. With the chip, you crunch it. And like you said, there's powder and bits of chip that go everywhere and get stuck in the crevices of your mouth. Your teeth in the back of the throat. Yeah, we'll try it. I watched you chew the bear. You didn't wimp out on it. Yeah, I could have just swallowed that bitch. I don't know. Is Vol that fucking important? What did y'all use for this? I feel like I shouldn't die as fast as I am. I watched you chewed the bear. You didn't wimp out. Yeah, thank you, Trash Can Joe. The popsicle, as soon as you take it out of your mouth, it's close to being over with. Yeah, the lollipop. Yeah, that was definitely. That one was tough though too. That one was tough because of how long it went. The gummy bear, yeah, the gummy bear felt like it was super short. It sat on my stomach weird, but other than that, I was fine. But the popsicle, or not the lollipop, that motherfucker was tough because it was. I had to keep the whole thing in my mouth for 5 minutes, so it never stopped. It just kept building. Whereas the gummy bear, as I ate it, it went away. And with the one chip challenge, I assume as you eat it, eventually it'll kind of die off. It'll go away. Just swallowing it would have sent me into a cardiac arrest. I definitely had a panic moment one time with the. So in my mouth, the Nitro Bear wasn't that bad. It was after I got off stream and after I was done with the video, like 30, 40 minutes later, that my stomach was like, you might throw up. And throwing something like that up is a motherfucking problem, right? Because it's like, you just get all that spice again. But I didn't, so. Hold on, let's see. I mean, I can see if I can bring somebody else up. Like I said, Rolf was like, Vol, is it worth building Vol? What did everybody else use for these nodes in DD8? Oh yeah, we're not even gear tier 19. I can get, it looks like I can probably get pretty close to getting Vol to 3. The big thing right now is I don't have the material to bring them to Gear Tier 19, which is kind of tough. If you threw it up, there's also a chance I could back up your sinuses. A little note. A little that would not be fun. So the secret to my spicy success, I can do the challenges. Each of those videos get like 50 views or something. But I have like really bad sinus problems, like really crazy, like I always have sinus headaches and crazy pressure and stuff. So when I do really spicy challenges, it empties those. So even though it hurts my mouth, I get this like it like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like you're breathing for the first time in my forehead. That makes sense. As I remember, Vol was squishy because it dated stats and died quickly. Rolf claims he used the same, and I tend to believe him. Rolf claims he uses the same setup as me, my original setup, because I added Shadow King. Because Shadow King puts in the work when he actually gets to go. My original setup was this, but he said he did not have Gladiator, he had Vol, and he was able to 4-tap this. And I'm currently on like 6 or 7. Yeah. So we did 7. We've done 7 attacks. And they're fucking killing me. I think getting some Flonase might be better than eating a 9 million Scoville lollipop. I have Flonase. I literally buy it in bulk, so I have like these giant ass packs of Flonase. Vol's DD kit is what helps. Oh, is that what it is? Thank you, Advantis. How's it going? Vol worked good. Gave some healing and the possibility of resurrection when Mephistophelies isn't on the field. Cause I'm really wondering if I could do like, I drop Gladiator for Vol, and then maybe drop Mephisto for Shadow King. And we've got an awful lot of. I mean, is there anybody else that's worth building up? Because it's Cosmic Legendary. Legendary. That's how you spell that, bitches. Look at me. I pretty much could win a spelling bee against 5th graders. Yeah, we got Shadow King up. GGC would be great, but he would die super fast. Nova's got a lot of durability. But I did better without Old Man Logan. Kahori? Kahori works there? Kahori's not legend. Is Kahori Cosmic? That makes sense. Yeah, and she's new, so she'll be worth building into anyway. Oh shit, I mean I could probably bring her up right now, it looks like, maybe. Who puts exposed out on basics? But your Old Man Logan. Isn't it? It is Cosmic and Legendary. Morning, but what's up, John Rogers? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. More exposed you can put on the team, the more energy Endgame Thanos will throw around. Okay, so it does sound like this is probably the way to go. Okay, hold on. Let's build Kahori then. It's not Vol. I feel like I could regret building Kahori. Like that was my argument with Shadow King. Like I feel like I'm gonna use Shadow King, so building him doesn't hurt my feelings. Kahori, I'm gonna use. Vol, I don't know if I'm gonna use. I'm sure they are due for a rework maybe soon. Honestly, all of the originals probably need to be reworked at this point. New characters are better than old characters. Exactly. Nemesis Gaming, what is up? Did you just send nothing? Just stopping by to say, hey, I got a super busy day. Hey, man, be productive. Be amazing. Thanks for swinging in. I appreciate you, Cat in the Hat. Gotta shout out to people. Shout out at Nemesis. We'll shout out Cat in the Hat next. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. We've got... I don't know if we've got enough. Yeah, we're not going to have enough
should we
basic.
overreact? Should we change some defense?
53. Yeah, 43. Yeah. We got a ways to go. Shadow King is the MVP for Arena. Well, I got him built now. Yeah, we're screwed on that. Other things we need to be doing. Spending uncanny energy. I'm doing all my 50 refreshes here, by the way. So we still have, even though I played DD8 for a second, we did not finish our attack. But I do think maybe going in it without Old Man Logan's the move. He dies so damn... Like, he just really isn't doing anything in DD8 right now. Not where I'm at. So, the Uncanny Energy spending event ends tomorrow, I think. Be aware. Alright, what else? I need to buy stuff. Some people like it. Am I really overrated? Okay, I got those. All right. Gore always killed mine before he got turned. And I am past Gore. There's no more Gores. Just getting over the flu and a touch of pneumonia been issued a week. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm glad you're getting over it, though. So since Dark Dimension reward tunes are mostly villains and Odin was DD8 and Xavier's likely DD9, then which hero do you want to see as the next Dark Dimension tune? I don't... I do not support heroes being the reward for Dark Dimension. I think that's ridiculous. Odin you can make a little bit of an argument for, but there's so many good villains out there. And Dark Dimension is inherently a villainous thing. So I'm not for heroes being it. I would like to see, we get a Black Heart or something as a Dark Dimension. Something like that. We definitely need to collab on something considering my football channel is based around comics. A shout out. Cat in the Hat. We can talk about it, brother. I'm not opposed. Okay, so back up in here, we got 90 silver diamond.
I know, they just come out of nowhere, man.
I've been buying these because I think it's funny and there's nothing else to use the gold promos on. Ha 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 ha. See? We all had a good time with that. So I did unlock Hercules. So I'm not opening each individual one of these. Green. What is this shit? Okay. Oh yeah, also the Absolute A-Force orbs are going away, so open them bitches. I guess this is Astral, isn't it? I'm just making that up. No, the Absolute A-Force campaigns are going away. Am I making that up? I don't know. Read the blog post, double check me. Onslaught needs to be the next Dark Dimension reward. See, that's fair too. But I don't like seeing the heroes as that. Because also if they wanted to do like a Dark Dimension Battle World, I don't know, like a collab thing, and there's in one game mode or like a campaign event, one game mode you unlock Sentry, and the other in Dark Dimension you get the Void. That'd be sick as fuck. But or you don't even unlock a character. Fuck it. There's other Dark Dimensions where you don't unlock a character. Maybe you unlock an empowered Sentry and it's the Void. Kind of like we did with the APOC saga with the different costumes. I would love it for I would love if for the Xavier release, once you do the timed run, it unlocks the ability to have Xavier transform into Onslaught if he reaches 50% health. That'd be kind of wild. If, like, him and Magneto are on the field, they just both get sacrificed and become Onslaught. Be kind of cool. That'd be a wild mechanic, actually. So, like essentially sacking your characters for other characters. It'd be kind of sick. Like, if you have to play for certain conditions, like the 50% health. But maybe that's too complicated for what we got going on here. I gotta do raids. Next Battle World villain, Galactus. That might be on the docket. I hope they don't start releasing a whole bunch of giant characters for us to play with. Like Galactus. I think that's just kind of silly. Yeah, I can't do any of these because of this shit. Like, this is bullshit. Like, for real. This is hardcore horse shit. Like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? Like, I can't even get through DD8. Jesus Christ. There's supposed to be a new Marvel game coming out. You know anything about it? Which one? There's a few of them. Like, I mean, there's Mystic Mayhem. There's the new Wolverine game by Insomniac. Sacrifice my Magneto and summon the Blue Eyes White. Oops, wrong game. Or is it? If it's either of those two games, then yeah, I do know about it. I've also been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals, but I've only been playing Quick Match. So if you decide to look at my profile, I am Bronze 3 because I don't really play competitive. Because everybody, all the toxicity from Overwatch found its way to Marvel Rivals pretty fucking fast. So as soon as you hop on there, and I play support, like ain't nobody even yelling at me. But I got like 5 wins on competitive, and I was just like, okay. It's less gruesome in quick play for sure. For sure, a lot less gruesome as far as people just being. But also, there's like a bunch of teenagers that have like really racist names and stuff. That's a lot of fun. Just super excited about that all the time. I don't know why I was trying to text my wife and I just checked my email. I'm a workaholic and I know it.
My younger days are all mostly blurs. Back when love was just another
4-letter word. I wonder when Marvel Mystic Mayhem will release. I'm a little spicy that I didn't get into the beta, so I don't know if I'll play it. Can we get a Young Brotherhood team similar to X-Men Evolution? X-Men Evolution, oh no. Oh no. Is anyone still playing that, or is the beta over? I think the beta's over. But I could be wrong. Once again, I didn't get in. But I don't think it's released like on the bigger end yet. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna play it or not. Okay. That is our raid energy. So I did have a winning record on Ultimate 32, so I'm not super concerned about changing my defense. Unless I don't know if The new Omega Red has shifted. I haven't built him at all yet. I think I got him. I'm pretty sure I got him favorited, just chilling on. Yeah, he's favorited at level 1 right now. I think he looks like shit. I feel like he looks like a 1990s like computer. Like, you ever play Battle Chess? The beta is over. Don't feel bad. Neither did T-Dub. Yeah, I know T-Dub doesn't. They need to bring in Mojo into Marvel Strike Force. I'm thinking. See, Mojo should get his own. Mojo should get his own mode, which I think he kind of was RTA. But they should do an actual, like, interesting, like, because they could also do a Battle World thing where it's like, oh, you're being filmed or whatever, and it would be cool. I think it would be cool. But then you can rework characters like, I don't know, Shatterstar and stuff. I'm thinking by the time it releases, I'll be bored with King Arthur, and I'll move over. Yeah, question 1, does McDonald's have the best hash browns out of all drive-thrus? Breakfast was. I do believe so, yes. I truly believe that. I wanted to see, who am I up against? So, where are we in this one? The last one, I was at the bottom, and everybody was about 60 million above me. So this time, it looks like there's 3 people below me. 75 million. Yeah, I'm at 82, I think. So, as far down as it goes, 75, so... Oh, 87, jeez. So they're 12 million below me. Man, my TCP's been shooting up. Which I know everybody's has, because they've been releasing characters like 30 a freaking day. Hardee's does. Incorrect. Incorrect! No! It's McDonald's! Don't even bring up that Hardee's bullshit. 178 million. So this guy's... this guy is, what is it, 90... He is 91 million higher than me. So that's exciting. See, number 8. Okay, this one. So this one, we actually have, other than that, like, it looks maybe the top 3 or 4, our punch-ups are actually smaller than they were last week, which is exciting. I live in Florida, so we don't have Hardee's. But I have McDonald's on every corner. I take a Hardee's hash brown over McDonald's any day. I have both all the time, and I'm telling you, you're fucking wrong! Scopely was smart. They would contact you before they do. Then clearly nobody is familiar with their lore. They just don't care about it. And as Rolf Kieran has monologued before, a lot of people aren't. No drive-thru, but nothing beats Waffle House. Waffle House is pretty good. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Y'all ever take one of those Trogdor shits? That's what I just did. Looked like Trogdor. Wings and all. No arms. Buddy booty time. Oh yeah, Bojangles is good. I've never had Bojangles. Waffle House, hash browns scattered, covered, and smothered. Gold Star breakfast. Damn right. You're correct. I don't know exactly what that was, but you're right. I would say those aren't fast food though. You do have to sit down. You can't just drive through a Waffle House. Question number 2, how triggered are you for the rumored tunes coming for the Starjammer team? What is with you and asking me about Starjammer? Nemesis likes to find where my knowledge holes are and just poke. I don't. What are they real or are you making them up? Are they actually bringing a Starjammers team? Who are the rumored characters? I like the Burger King hash brown medallions. As I've said multiple times on my stream, Starjammers are one of the teams I know the least about. Boil on. Oh, I see. That, okay. Also needs to be peppered. I like the Burger King hash brown medallions. Those are pretty good too. And on Cat in the Hat's benefit, the hash browns at Hardee's are good. But that fucking hash brown patty at McDonald's, it's like the only goated thing they have. That in their fries. And their fries are only good in the shoestring category. But they are the king of the shoestring category. As soon as you get like Hardee's fries, which I don't think count as the same type, maybe they're shoestring still. But you got Rally's fries, Checkers, Rally's. Those fries are fucking crazy, but they don't compare to Arby's fries because they're curly fries. So you have to have multiple fry categories, right? So the hash browns, because you know you can make the argument too. Hash browns like Waffle House, you know, you get a little bowl of hash browns or hash brown patties, which was better. I don't know, man. Okay, hold up. Hold on. Okay. You can call them and get them to go. Yeah, but you have to still walk in, you know? Boilon leak Havoc, Liliandra, Howard the Duck, Rocket, and Groot. It's a little weird. Why the fuck... Havoc better get the X Factor tag. Just to have it. They're doing that a lot now, right? They're just randomly giving people old tags, right? Just give them fucking X Factor so I can calm down. That's my first note. Liliandra makes sense. They should just have a Shi'ar team. Howard the Duck. That's on brand for them. That doesn't surprise me. Rocket and Groot. I don't think, once again, big hole in Starjammers, but I don't think Rocket and Groot go with fucking Havoc, Liliandra, reworks to Groot and Rocket. I forget the 5th. Steak and Shake is better fries, and now they're using tallow. The fuck is I don't know what tallow is. Howard the Duck is the only one that don't fit. Okay. I'm familiar with Groot and Rocket running with them, but once again, I never really read the Starjammers. Havoc Kit has X-Men callouts, but no X Factor. Of course it doesn't. Havoc should have been in the game day 1. I could see an argument both ways. Liliandra supposedly summons a gladiator like Strange summons Wong. That sounds fucking awful. Dude, Strange summoning Wong is like, Wong's annoying, but that's all he is. Gladiator's fucking, that'll be, because I'm assuming he'll summon with Taunt and Safeguard. Liliandra will have the Shi'ar tag. So there is going to be a Shi'ar tag. Tallow is beef fat. Oh, delicious. That just tells me that those, whatever we were talking about a minute ago that involved said tallow, it probably tastes amazing. My ADD has let me forget that, whatever we were talking about though, so. Sorry. I am undiagnosed, by the way, but I don't. If you've ever watched one of my streams, I think that you, like everyone else who's ever met me, I've been reassured that I'm either ADHD or fully autistic. I prefer cooking and baking grease. Baking grease! Rolf Kieran with a raid. Rolf Kieran, what's up, man? Shout out to the Rolf Kieran. Rolf, where has the best hash browns?
and Hawkeye is about to die, Quicksilver must take
Deep
the
fried
killing blow
potatoes and
and
stringy
die,
shapes.
Okay, if that is not the
Which,
passive, right?
before you leave,
this
Rolf,
game is screwed.
tell us, where is your favorite hash browns from? Fast food restaurant. This is important. And tell me why it's not Hardee's. Wild Fins in Twitch chat. Exclamation point Poke Catch. Question 3. Would you rather shovel snow or rake leaves? Shovel snow. Here's why. I raked McDonald's. Roll here and roll here. Roll. There's no Hardee's here. There's a reason. Yes! McDonald's is correct, Rolf. Good job. I was raking leaves and I had a copperhead jump out at me. A copperhead snake jump at me one time and try to bite me. Rather shovel snow. There's a lot less snakes under them motherfuckers. Or at least it's Carl's Jr.'s here. Yeah. It is. Yeah, they're the same. Hot take. The best hash browns used to be on the Frisch's breakfast bar. Don't know what that is. And there's a reason there's only 5 outlets here. What are they? I just mow my leaves. I also just mowed my leaves. And actually, where I live now, I used to live in the woods, right? So there's all sorts of leaves. Where I live now, there's no fucking trees. So I don't have leaves. But I also live in Arkansas, so there's almost no snow. So I just don't. I just mow my grass. Like an American. Like a Southern American. I mow that shit. And I mow that shit myself. That's when I listen to my Marvel podcasts. There's a bunch of comic book podcasts and they just talk about comic arcs and shit. Stuff I don't own. That's when I do it. God damn it. Question 4. What is the appropriate amount of time to dunk an Oreo in milk? Right up until it almost falls apart. There's a second there. We gotta pull it out. And it's not mush. But I like to get all the milk up in that bitch. Fins escaped, no one caught it. Good job, everybody. At least 45 seconds. That would be... sitting there like... This is gonna be good. And then you could drink your Oreo. Delicious. When the bubbles stop. That's what I always heard, John Rogers. Now that you say that, that's what I always heard. When you put it in there when the bubbles stop, that's when you take it out. Question 5. If you could delete one Harry Potter movie / book, what would you choose? Harry Potter movie / book. If you don't need a spoon to eat them, you're doing it wrong. Ooh, okay. They're still good, though, before the milk goes bad. There you go, Frost. Which Harry Potter book would I get rid of? I don't know if I would. There was chunks of the books I would probably get rid of. But I can't think of, like, one I don't like more than the other. I feel like 1 and 2 are almost... Like, I've always felt like Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets are, like, the same movie. The same book, or more or less. But I would... If I had to pick one, I'd probably get rid of Sorcerer's Stone. You get all the information you get in Sorcerer's Stone and all the other books. But also Sorcerer's Stone, other than setting up who Harry Potter is, isn't connected to the central plot as much as like Chamber of Secrets. Because Chamber of Secrets sets up Voldemort coming back. And in 1, you more or less are just introduced to the concept of Spirit Voldemort and all that. But I don't know if I would. If I could opt to not, I don't think I would. You know what, lies. I know what I would do, Nemesis. All of the shit that J.K. Rowling said on Twitter was canon, I'd get rid of all that. Everything after Cursed Child, just get rid of it. Frosty Town, Polar Robocop, what's up, man? Book Americans don't read. I definitely read. If you look, I have 2 bookshelves in here and 3 bookshelves at work. But also comics. About half of that from here down is comics. Trades. Question 6. Which wrestling match in the WWE past do you wish you could have went to? You know, I've never actually went to one ever. But I used to watch WWE. I used to watch it when it was WWF. I never really watched WWE. Bust up Oreos in a bowl of Frosted Flakes exactly for your face. Facts. Comics are the exception. There you go. But I was a huge fan when I was a kid. I was a huge fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin because my dad's name's Steve. My name's Austin. And I was a child. Hulk Hogan. I was watching the pay-per-view of the Owen Hart situation. I'm trying to think of I was a big fan of the Dudley Boys, if anybody remembers them. Very big fan of them. I don't know which one I would want. I was also Kane and Undertaker. I was big fans of pretty much all of them. I don't know which one I would rather. I would have liked to go back and seen. You know, it would probably been pretty cool to see like the first Brock Lesnar, The Rock match. It did pretty good. I like to read when they would give me a personal pan pizza from Pizza Hut back in the day. It was a great time to be alive. Amen. Amen. All right, what am I doing? Okay, we need to actually do the DD8 attack. I bitched out of it. So we'll do that. All right, out of the 5 people, chat, help me out. Out of the 5 people, or excuse me, the 6 people I have available, who should I use? Brothers of Destruction. Yeah, my brother and I used to love the Dudley Boys. I had back in the 90s, I had like the folder that had their picture on it. That's what I brought to school. It had the Dudley Boys on it. Awesome. What's your CC defense looking like, Frosty? Here, I'll pull it up. My CC defense, so I went 3-2 last week. So I felt pretty good about it. The biggest trouble right here is I don't have access to Cabal, but I did have a winning record, and I was doing pretty big punch-ups. And the punch-ups here, the extreme ones are bigger, but my average punch-ups are lower, so I'm not as worried about it. Question 7, if we could only get one Age of Apocalypse costume in MSF, which would you want? I don't know. I'm not a big pirate guy, but I very much would like Pirate Kitty Pride Pirate Nightcrawler. So I would go with the Nightcrawler. Road Warriors. Same 3-2. Was able to cheese thing with the free sacks exploit. I did not know there was an exploit. But yeah, this worked out fairly well for me. Legitimately, the only things I missed were having Night Stalkers, and mostly the fact that I don't have Cabal all the way, because I just have Leader. Attack 3 through 6 all counted the same. Oh, really? Anything past 2 sacks didn't hurt your score. Oh, really? I only ever did like up to 3 sacks, and then I usually would finish them. Only once there was an Illuminati Odin I couldn't clear because I don't fucking have Odin. I dropped the F-bomb. I didn't even read the YouTube terms of service before I started streaming. But that's okay. We'll learn as we go. Worst things worst, I pull down a Vaughn. But that's alright. Let's do... Okay. Hold on. Let's hop into the DD8 situation. So I'm thinking... Okay, we're just gonna go without Old Man Logan. I think that is just the move. I think that Shadow King's got a lot more health. So we're gonna go with this. We're gonna try this out. Need to build that Omega Red. They're fixing it this week. Okay, got you. Is he? God, is he? Who are we pairing him with? Is he worth it? I literally have him at level 1. I was building literally everyone else first. Specifically, I was waiting for Hercules. Now that I have Hercules. So we hit this. We want Exhausted because Thanos Endgame, right? MRPF. Phoenix. Black Knight. Dorm can clear a lot of Odinati. What the hell is MRPF? Oh, RPF. Okay, Omega Red Phoenix Force. I see you. I see you. I think I killed Sasquatch last time with this one. Omega Red, Phoenix Force, Phoenix, Black Knight, Dorm, Echo can clear a lot of Odinati. My Echo's not built, and Phoenix isn't built. I don't know if that's worth. I don't know. That's a lot of investment for me. Can you mirror Odin Nadi? That's probably what I'll end up doing, is having them both on offense for that reason. If I can. That way I just have to build Odin. But I mean, maybe it's worth building Phoenix. I don't know. I'm still trying to build a Uncanny Avengers so that I can do the fucking raids. But now I gotta build Alpha Flight more so that I can move forward in the raids because they're not ISO 2 or ISO 3.2 and all that shit. I don't know. There's nothing correct for me to build. I built my raid teams first. Yeah, so Shadow King, he's been taking a lot of damage, and his ult was really fucking people up. It'd be great if we could kill Dorm, only for the fact that his ult was... When he does ult, he just rips me a new one. This is going significantly better than when I had Old Man Logan on the field, though, so there is that. Kill Dawkins. Oh, cool, Dawkins dead. Literally, the only damage dealers left on the field are Archangel. We might have this, which is great because we were getting myrtleized just a few minutes ago. There we go. Get out of here, Dormammu. So now we just got to worry about these Archangels. One listening. Are you listening? Myself, just you know what it's like. Like a knife. We dig it, we dig it, we dig it. At worst, if we could just control... No, we'll go here. We're gonna... no, we're fine, we're fine. He's got 2. He's 2 and 2. He'll get splash damaged out. We got this one, kids. Ladies and gentlemen, we got this shit. Okay. Hold on. Do we get... That's not going to do anything but give him ability blocks what we want. Ability block trauma sounds real sweet. For problem's sake. If only we can get Mephisto to heal himself. That would be the move. So I would like to auto-basic this out. If possible. We're just going to keep clicking. Oh, read question 8. My bad. Hit the people with exposed. Yeah, I'm really bad at that. That's me. That's on me. That's on me. Die! I'm not convinced that they are strong enough to kill any of my remaining people. Like even as a duo, I think they're done. They're Dunskies. They're Dunskies. Okay, read question 8. My bad. Let's see. Where was it? Question 8. How many times did you watch X-Men 97 episode 5? Remember Gambit death? So I didn't actually watch X-Men 97. I was rewatching X-Men 92, and I fell off. So I actually never got around to watching that. I should. Very up my alley. My ringtone is the X-Men 92 theme. I have not watched X-Men 97. Okay, okay, so we made it to another node. Damn. Yeah, right? Thanks for the spoiler, motherfucker. I spoiled it. Actually, I knew it happened. Everybody on the internet spoiled it. There's Mephistos up in here. This is gonna be tough. So it's this one, and then the final one is... Oh, it's also Legendary Cosmic, so we're just gonna keep rolling. Alright. I think we're just gonna bring back... We're gonna bring back Scroll and hop into this, just as it is. Why is it 50s to refresh them? It's gonna be 25s. That's bullshit. Not gonna do it. Frello spoiled it. We're gonna see if we can kill anybody on this. Debating if I want to move anything around. I think we're good. How big is your guppy with a capital G Omega Red Fire fail? Oh my god. Yeah, I really need to watch it. I'm caught up on all the other Marvel shows. Finally watched Agatha all along. There was another thing I was thinking about, or that I thought 7-7 level 105, gear tier 19, purple ISO 3. Jesus Christ. 7-7, what the hell? We want exposed, right? The most important thing is exposed right now, correct? Pretty sure. And actually, I did it wrong. I should have put, hold on, I should have put exposed on shirt. I should have put exposed on Shuri. If I put it on Shuri, I'd affected more people. Sheesh, that's pushing it on Guppy, even with a big boy G. I don't know what the hell. What the hell's a big boy G? We're gonna do this again, but we're gonna exposed onto Shuri. That's the move. That is the move. Ads popped. Yeah. It was bound to happen. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright. So, question number 9. Which Iron Man villain would you want to come to MSF next since we don't have any? Dude, that for real, like the fact that we don't have like Ironmonger is kind of crazy to me, because or Whiplash, just because they're in the MCU. I think that's wild. Might have been better to put it over here because of the fill in the blank. Hank Pym. But if I had to pick one, well, wait, we're not gonna get Hammer, are we? I can't remember who we voted for on that. But honestly, like a gritty. I really like Melter, and oh god, Whirlwind. The hell, what am I thinking? I honestly think I would want Ironmonger, just a big old looking Iron Man. I think it'd be sick. Okay, we did not lose Gladiator yet. Whiplash would be cool. Yeah, Whiplash would be cool. Because we could have the Mickey Rourke costume, but also just like the freaking, like, what's that dude from Street Fighter? They have like, I feel like they have almost the same mask. If I don't kill anybody, I'm not keeping this. Yeah, no, fuck this shit. I'm not sure what I want to do different, but I wasn't paying that close. MSF is probably getting ready to drop another spider team on us soon. Yeah, right? What the hell? I can't quit? Oh, I froze. Good. We're stuck. Is it true that there's no comic basis for Phoenix Omega Red? Not that I've never read that. No, that's not a thing. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. 98% sure he's not in the comics. Question 10, maybe last. LOL, if you had to delete either StarCraft or Diablo from your past, which would you choose? Well, I would pick StarCraft because I have almost not played StarCraft. God damn it. I almost never played StarCraft. I play StarCraft very little. But I love Diablo still. I haven't played Diablo 4 though. But I played the hell out of I played a lot of 2. I don't know if I actually ever played 1. I played a lot of 2 and a shit ton of 3. Frosty asks, can you still have a Frosty feature where we just rip on his poor fire design for an hour? I'm down. We can do that today. Fuck it. Yeah, there is no basis for that. I've talked about the Phoenix 5 on here multiple times. Excuse me. They sort of just threw that out the window. And Omega Red's such a weird choice because not only is he not in the comics, but he doesn't look good. I was riffing on him earlier. I think he looks like, do you ever play Battle Chess in the 90s? But he looks like some edgy 90s like gothic design. I don't know. If you were there, if you know, you know. He looks like he belongs on a computer game from 1997, 1998, when the Gothic stories were really big. Like, you could fight him in Soul Reaver, or Blood Omen. That's what he looks like. Ugh. They've said they should have done the OG Phoenix 5. Yeah, I know they should have. That would have been cool. The Rook from Battle Chess. Oh, did you play Battle Chess? Man, I used to love Battle Chess so much. I used to be obsessed with chess when I was like 12, like 10 or 12. I played Battle Chess all the time. I don't even remember where I got it. Question 11. What is the best season of the Daredevil TV show? Ooh. Is season 2 the one with the Punisher? It would be that one. I think I'm gonna go with season 2. Wait, the season where he first has it. The best episode is episode 2 of season 1, but I think that's the one where the hallway fight is insane when he's still in the all black. But the first season 2, where he's got his suit and the Punisher's there. That's the best season. Yeah, that's season 2. Yeah, dude. I'm 50, of course. Trying to decide if I want to buy the 3rd diamond on Black Knight. I don't remember what mine's at. I wonder if that counted as my... I wonder if everybody died. I hope that didn't count as my attack. That would suck. Dude, the load time, by the way, on my phone and on LD Player, the load time on this is nuts. Now that he's being used in Odinati characters. Counters, oh yeah. Wow, I was building him because you could use him to counter Kahori. Electro was awesome in season 2. Yeah, that too. I really of those shows, the only thing I don't like is Iron Fist. And even that, it's not even that I hate it. It's just like he's so whiny. He's a fucking child. And he's definitely not. Danny Rand's not supposed to be that, but he really comes off as a little kid. And then because I like Defenders, but the thing I hated about Defenders is they were like, you know how everybody hated Iron Fist? Main plot point to Defenders. Will Kahori be as dominant this season? I didn't pay enough attention to the room rules in the tourney. Compared to stuff that came after it, Iron Fist wasn't so bad. That's true, right? Well, movies. I still think it might be one of the worst shows. I don't know. I never watched a lot of the Fox shows, like Cloak and Dagger or Runaways. I didn't watch those, but for the MCU canon, it's better than a lot of the movies. I don't know if it's worse. I don't know if there's any current shows that are worse than Iron Fist. I'd have to watch Iron Fist again. She-Hulk was terrible. I loved She-Hulk so much. I'll fight you. Didn't miss much. Iron Fist was better than Echo. I didn't care for Echo. That is true. I could see an argument being made for that. In fact, I wasn't even considering Echo. Cloak and Dagger and Runaways was mid at best, was it? I don't get everybody's distaste for She-Hulk in any way. Like, if you... And once again, I'm always from the comic books. If you read anything like Sensational She-Hulk and stuff like that, she's like very base level Deadpool-esque. She does the outside of universe stuff, and she fucks around. Because everybody was mad because she was doing the twerk, she twerked or whatever, and it's just like, it even made sense in context. And it introduced, I'm not excited about Scar, but don't like She-Hulk in the comics, don't like show, both consecutive. That's fair. That is 100% fair. Absolutely fair. CGI and She-Hulk was the only part that irritated me. That's fair. It didn't even really bother me that much, the CG. There's worse out there. It's not. Question 12 is 1/3 of the Sunday morning MSF streamers. If you had to challenge Rolf, Kieran, and Senraven to a board game, what game would you play and who would win? I would challenge them to Marvel's Legendary, and I would win because I am extremely good at that game. My legendary collection is insane. It's a board game that has cards and you like change out these different themes and stuff. Granted, it's co-op. I like co-op games, so I guess we'd all win. We would all win. I play a lot of board games. I bet Rolf fucks shit up on Candyland. I bet he does. It really annoyed me how she was portrayed as being superior to Hulk, even though she only just started training her powers. Well, yeah, that was a whole thing about being able to maintain rage. That happens a lot in the comics, too. Bruce Banner struggles more than anybody else. So there is that. Because I don't think it's more powerful. She just can control herself much easier. Only time I enjoyed She-Hulk in the comics was in the miniseries Damage Control. And that's fair. Legendary, yeah. Hold on. Oh, let me grab it. Let me show you this shit. This is how I do Legendary. If anybody's ever played it, let me grab it real fast. Hoping to hear your sweet voice. Say I miss you and I'm coming home. I've taken this call a million times before I wake up the next morning you're gone. I keep holding on to the crazy thought that this time you're gonna stay. I tell my heart what a fool you are every time you walk away. But if it meant that I can't kiss your lips, if it meant that I can't hold you tight just one more time under the twinkling stars in the moonlight, if it meant that I can't make you laugh, if it meant that I can't see your smile, if it meant for one more night I can be your man. Got it. So, this is how I have my Marvel's Legendary setup. I have almost... There's a few new expansions I don't have, but I own most of the expansions out there. And so, hold on. My board just fell out. So this is a 6-inch binder. So this isn't all the expansions I own. These are just the ones I put in the binder. This is the rule book. And then the board's right there. And then you play with the different cards and they kind of move along the board. But this is my favorite game, but nobody ever wants to play it with me. But it's co-op. I love co-op games. More than anything. I've played this a lot. But my wife and I became obsessed with board games. Now we have a shit ton. And we don't ever play this one. But it is my favorite game. It is the best. And I have, like I said, I have almost every expansion. All together, on this game, I probably spent like $1,000 or some shit. But this is like base game and like probably like 10 expansions. So I have all the originals. There was a expansion that stopped getting reprinted. I have. That's like how I have my Magic cards. Only had a few expansions, so it still fit in the box. There you go. Yeah, I still have some expansions in their boxes. I don't know where they are, but I never opened my Fantastic Four one because I got the reprint. Did you have to get an aftermarket? Aftermarket what? This is the moment Frosty's been waiting for. You see the twinkle in his eye. I love Legendary so much. Question number 13. I printed divider cards from Board Game Geek. Oh, that's a good idea. I haven't done that. I don't have a divider. I just know where everything is. 'Cause I'll play that by myself if I'm alone. Aftermarket card storage system. Yeah. I found the biggest binder I could find. Question 13. Which is a superior option for a breakfast sandwich? Bagel, croissant, English muffin, biscuit, McGriddle, toast. Honey butter chicken biscuit from Whataburger is the correct answer. I will not accept other answers. Secret Invasion was such a disappointment. It would have been amazing. Should have been amazing. The comic series or the expansion, because I got that too. I got Secret Wars Volume 1 and 2. Paint the Town Red, Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think they actually just came out with the Guardians of the Galaxy like movies one. I got Spider-Man Homecoming. I've got Marvel Villains. I've got Evil Within or Evil Itself. I've got a fuck ton of expansions. The Fantastic Four one is a big one. McGriddle. Incorrect. Honey butter chicken biscuit from Whataburger. I'm telling you. Less it's steak than on a bagel. Question 14, which Pokemon card from your past do you wish you still had? I don't know if I ever owned like a decent enough Charizard. I was about to say Ancient Mew, but I actually have that still, I think. I have a few of my first editions from way back when, but not many, like probably like 25, 26 of them. And I sold I sold a Raichu recently for a decent amount. What was it? I don't know which one I would want. A sausage, egg, and cheese. Quesadilla is also acceptable. Peppers also. It definitely... I started collecting Pokemon cards right when they started becoming big in the United States, so it would definitely be one of those cards. But I know I had, like, the OG Blast, like the Hollow... That's probably what I'd pick, is the Hollow Blast. Like, I don't think I ever had one of the, like, pricey Charizards, but I had one of the fairly pricey Blastoise. There was an old DC... Wait, hold on. I'm getting lost. This new chat thing's a little weird. The correct answer is if you use McDonald's app during breakfast, you could buy one, get one for $1, and you get a McGriddle, a McMuffin, then regret... And then what? Regret it until noon. There was an old DC tabletop RPG years ago. I caught up a bunch of issues of the Marvel Universe and made Marvel characters for it. Hell yeah. Question 15. Last year, MSF got new Avengers. This year, Mighty Avengers. What Avengers team do you want next year? Savage Avengers. Get fucking Conan in this bitch. Let's go over here. That way we get exposed on old Henry. And then we gotta punch them. We gotta punch all of them. And I will. I'm gonna put a fucking thing there. We're just gonna punch them. I'm trying to think. Is there any other new characters that would come out of Savage Avengers? I don't think so. Everybody else is in the game. Get a Doom rework. We'd have Conan, we'd have Doom. I don't think Kazar is... He's probably in a version of Savage Avengers. But we could get... We'd almost need Kazar for Zabu. It's insane they want $3 for a hash brown now. Get fucked, McDonald's. Yeah, you ain't lying. Remember when all the drink sizes were the same price? They were like $1.12? Savage Lands Rogue? Yes, Savage Lands Rogue. We definitely want Savage Land Rogue. You just... No powers, just some hot chick. Are we gonna get... Or is he dead? I'm curious if that's what we were... I was curious if we get a rain of fire. Exactly. Question 16. Who is the better 90s action star, Arnold or Stallone? I preferred Arnold's films, honestly. Man, I was trying so hard to kill that Hank Pym. At this rate, I'm not going to kill anybody again. Any answer other than Stallone is wrong? Man, I don't know. 90s Stallone. Let's see, what do we got in 90s Stallone? We've got... Was Rocky 1 and 2 in the 80s still? No, they were earlier than that. They were in the 70s. It's not 90s Stallone's like Rocky 5, right? Hold on, we're gonna have to Google this shit. Hold on. I want to see. Can I kill anybody? Probably not. This is just in vain. Could I just be going all in on Mephisto? I was trying to kill somebody, and I figured that Hank Pym was good because of how high his damage is. Like 78 or 79 for Rocky. Rocky was 80s. But I think like Rocky 5 was 90. Like when he's teaching the little Street Fighter motherfucker, he had the robots. Pretty sure that was 90s. Maybe not. But there was that. Most of what I'm trying to figure out is Stallone's action movies in the 90s, because I think most of the Rambos were in the 80s. 1976. Holy shit! Just looked it up. Yeah, Google says that. Yeah, that's number 1. I'm talking about number 5. Like, what was Stallone doing in the 90s? Like, what were his movies? Because Arnold Schwarzenegger really went into his own in the 90s. Rocky 2 was 1979, so 3 came out in the 80s. I would assume 3 and 4 come out in the 80s, and 5 might have been in the 90s. And 5 is I would think that 5 is universally the worst Rocky movie. Including the Creed movies. Bruce Willis and Mel Gibson were better than Arnold. But Arnold had all the awesome family flicks, right? Kindergarten Cop, Jingle All the Way, and so I grew up with Arnold. Yeah, all Stallone's good shit was in the 80s. Yeah, that's what I thought. So the correct answer is, in fact, Schwarzenegger. Rocky 5 was 90. There you go. See? I got it. And then Balboa was like 2008 or some shit. Question 17. What's the best cop TV show, firefighter, courtroom, hospital shows of all time? Only allowed to choose one TV show for each category. Interesting. Cop TV show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Firefighter. I never really watched firefighter TV shows, so I don't know. Courtroom. I don't really watch those either. Courtroom, Judge Judy. Hospital shows, Scrubs. I'm sure all of those answers probably pleased everyone. I like funny ones. Arnie has more good movies than Bruce Willis. Probably. In total. Because I do think... I think I would rate Stallone as the better action star to Arnold, but I'm more familiar with Arnold in the 90s. Cop show Kessel. With, and then, Nathan Fillion. I used to like Monk a lot. But Brooklyn Nine-Nine's awesome. Pat just revolted against you for that answer. That's fine. That is okay. I am fine with the revolt. Okay, so now we're gonna stay on. Let's just punch Mephisto and see what happens. Maybe we can get lucky. I don't think so. I think what we're gonna end up having to do is either just keep. I think we're gonna have to just keep punching this Ghost Rider, maybe. But I want to kill. I'm not gonna end this without somebody dying. But we're definitely having trouble. The Mentalist, a lot of good competitions. I don't watch a whole bunch of those though. The Mentalist, The Shield, Psych, I used to watch. Just don't watch that TV shows that aren't strictly Marvel much anymore. Don't watch medical shows, because my wife doesn't like them. I don't watch cop shows, because my wife doesn't like them. Other than Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You like sitcoms, we watch a lot of sitcoms. I might be able to take out this photon. Wait, hold on, let's watch. Oh wow, we didn't land ability block on fucking Shuri? How? Dark Dimension's wild for some of this shit, I swear to God. Yeah, die, Photon. That counts. Nobody died. Question 18. House was great. House was great. I loved House. You get invited to a barbecue. What's the first food image that comes to mind? Brisket. I don't know why. I prefer ribs, but brisket is the first thing that comes to my mind. Beer and burgers. Beer being the food image of choice. Brisket. Yes, brisket. Never be my... We'll keep this because we killed somebody. We've at least made some sort of situation. Also, where's Mephisto? Oh, he's invisible. Good. I'll smoke a brisket every vacation. Well, just a flat 3 of us. Fine. Rough. Least favorite chore you had to do as a kid? My family liked... We, renovated houses. And we had got this house. I said my mom still owns it. We got this one house that was just a mess. Like, really shouldn't have renovated it. Honestly, probably should have run that motherfucker over and started over. But we have to go and pull staples out of this thing. So my brother and I very much the American children. We worked and worked and worked. We learned plumbing and carpentry and all sorts of shit out at these rent houses, and we never got paid anything. But we'd have to go. I'd have to go, and we were expected to pull these nails and staples out of this wall, and there was, like, I'm telling you, there was like hundreds and hundreds. This took us months, and we were just in there just for hours just pulling staples. And I think if anything traumatized me heavily as a kid, it was just going to that rent house and pulling those fucking staples. Every other thing I had to do there was better. But as soon as they were like, oh, go pull staples. No. Before that, it was pulling wallpaper, and I thought that was bad. But as soon as you got to the amount of staples and nails that were underneath that shit, awful. That barbecue brisket sando at Buc-ee's is amazing. Nice. That's a wonderful day of smelling like smoke all day. But yeah, we used to do the plumbing under the house because me and my brother could fit. So my dad showed my brother how to do all the stuff. And my brother would climb under, and then I would climb under and have his heels just in case there were snakes. And then if there's a snake, we'd yell snake, and my dad would pull both of us out from under the house. I learned a lot of skills and still use them to this day. But I used to do that. I can't even express to you. Every weekend I'd be pulling that shit.
So come on down to the barbecuer.
Oh, shit! Let's all go to the barbecuer. Okay, we're done with that. Alright. Fuck yeah! Come and get save a motherfucking tail! Alright. Freedom is the only way. But what did I get? You know, I won. I beat a Dark Dimension 8 node. I actually have no idea what I got from it. That was alright, 2 million, we'll take that. We're real laggy all of a sudden. What do I do? Okay, let's see. Question number 20. If you could assign required comic book reading to Scopely to help them improve their game, what comics would you assign them to read? No brainer, all of them. That's an interesting question. I feel like before they release a character, they should be required to read some sort of trade of like whatever the origin of a character is. They like to do all these they like to introduce all these characters in the middle of their story, and then they kind of fuck up who they are as a character. That's kind of what Frosty Features is about, right? Yeah, spoiled today's feature. But yeah, I think that's my big opinion there is that they should have to have read if they release a character, they should read the origin of the character. Whatever the most current rendition of that may be. At least that. or read whatever the most popular arc of that character is, right? Like the defining one. Like in Jean Grey, I was talking about X-Men Red. That very much is like her without the Phoenix, right? They should have read that. At least that, right? If they don't read her or her whole origin. But at least get a base of who the character is. Even reading the like a Marvel encyclopedia and just being like, this is who this character is. Because as I stated in many, many Frosty features, it seems like they just write some of these, their descriptions based on their memory of, they're like, oh yeah, I think Jean Grey was, she was telepathic. I have a question for both Nemesis and Frosty Aussie. If you had to pick the MSF envoy you would least like to see doing Savage Lag Rogue cosplay, who would it be and why is it Duelim? That's awesome. Don't forget the MCU is a factor. It's a delicate balance, fuse teams in the story of MSF. But then also, like, actually doing... Because they don't just do the MCU Prince of Peace. They introduce MCU characters, and then they use information from the comics because it's not in the MCU. Or, excuse me, it's not in the MCU. That's right. I said it right. So they mix it. That's my Get It Twisted rating. They do that a lot, where they pick somebody from the MCU, and they're like, and this stuff happened from the comics. And it's like, okay, cool. Jeff would be Bendy for me. Even though I don't even read the campaign stories anymore. They're too convoluted. Read a wiki for Pete. Say, yeah, at least. This new Cap team summoned the movie. Yeah, and it is heavily off the movie, because even what is it? I don't know if we're getting the Cap, if it's a new Cap Sam, or we're getting just the costume, but that's from the movie. But even so, what they do is when they bring things in from the movie, most of the time they tie it into the comics anyway. If I thought about it for a second, I could probably tell you a few different... Any of the times, legitimately up until today, any of the times that I use the Got It Twisted rating on the Frosty features, what that is them mixing elements from the MCU and the comics. First day of superhero school, Jean Grey gets attention for her awesome telekinetic powers. Jean Blue, however, was overlooked with her mastery of denim. There you go. Joaquin is from Bulls. Pick a lane, Scopely. But that's what I'm saying. The Patriot and Carter is probably in the movie. There is a chance Patriot... So Patriot is in... He's in Falcon and Winter Soldier. There's no introduction of him having superpowers. It's Eli Bradley. Because Elijah Bradley's in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Eli, his nephew, is Patriot. Peggy, she dead. She is dead. She should... hopefully she's not in the movie. That would be weird. Because then Steve Rogers' Captain America should be there. And he could be. I'm very up in the air about the movie, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. Did we build... Where are we at on building Hercules? Herc. Come on, Herc. What about that new Falcon? Who's that? In Captain America, I know in Brave New World, a new guy is playing Falcon. And Sharon Carter in the MCU, too many Falcons. And Sharon Carter in the MCU is the arms dealer now. Her name is escaping me now. In the MCU, he's in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Wait, what? I missed something. From what I could tell, the new characters on Liberty looked like pretty good design-wise in the game. Nice. Last question. Number 21. We have Iron Patriot, Moonstone, Ares, Dackett, and Bullseye. Have Scopely made a Dark Avengers team? Would you swap out any of these characters if Scopely made costumes from these tunes to appear in their Dark Avengers costumes impersonating heroes? Would you be interested? I would be interested. I think that'd be really cool, especially a rework to Bullseye. Dakin, I think Dakin Wolverine would be pretty cool. I don't know if I would swap any of the guys out, though. Other than maybe for Sentry. Just because I'm interested in having Sentry. New Falcon was in Falcon Winter Soldier, just no suit. There you go, yeah. I forget his name. Oh, man. How are we doing on Uncanny Avengers? Yeah, I think we're all at 90. Oh, whoops. Whoopsies. Yep, we're stuck. Bring 3 new versions. They'd rework Bullseye and Moonstone and bring in 3 new versions. Yeah. I mean, we could get like a Norman Osborn. Like just a Norman Osborn for Dark Avengers, and then Sentry. That'd be kind of cool. That War Machine costume makes me want to max him out. But the War Team, meh. What MSF version of a team do you think failed most compared... MSF version of a team you think failed most compared to the comic book lore? You know, it's funny because I feel like they've actually been doing a pretty good job at those lately. But I remember there was one that like almost none of them were in. I was like raging. What was it? There was a team that came out. What was it? There was definitely a team that I was like, what the fuck? What? Hold on. I'm just going to scroll real quick. I was the one arguing for Alpha Flight. I think it might have been Annihilators. Yeah, okay. In the Annihilators team is Gladiator and Silver Surfer. These 3 are not fucking part of it. Like, this is dumb. Like, not even close. This is at least one of the teams that freaking pissed me off. I feel like there's another one that was, like, pretty notable. I think that's the main one that I was, like, really mad about, was the Annihilators. Nothing else is really poking out in my head. Do you think we'll ever get Maestro? Ah! Wait, where'd he go? Maestro, is that the same Hulk and Old Man Logan? It depends on which universe of Old Man Logan you're looking at, because there is a Maestro in it, but, I think there's a good shot we'll end up with a Maestro. Alright, I'm done with questions. Operation Distract Frasty to extend stream is complete. Thank you, Nemesis. I appreciate you. Especially when they had Nova and Ronan to use as reworks in game for Annihilators. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Did you get 6 Degrees in yet? He's retired from 6 Degrees. Then bring Sentry, Legendary, please. Venom, Matt Gargan, Victoria Hand. Yeah, that'd be cool. We already have Victoria Hand coming, right? I'm retired from the Kevin Bacon show. Yeah. He retired. He hung his hat up on a win streak. Can't do nothing but respect the man. Alright, we should probably go ahead and move to Frosty Features. Take a seat right by your buddy. That's right, she's in Thunderbolts. Wait, I want to look at one thing. Because I was trying to Kahori. I was trying to see if Kahori would go up. I wonder if that last note I won, did it give me any, it didn't. It didn't. This is so fucking dumb how hard it is to get that shit. So dumb. Killer tofu. Can you actually get the basic stuff? It shows them on the picture, but I don't think you could actually get them. Yeah, yeah, you can't. I think it. Why is it showed in the pic? If I hit find, it takes me here, and it shows them in the picture, but they're not. You can't actually get them. They could rework Dawkins, I guess. He seems too recent. Or Wolverine Dawkins. What was the most degrees from Kevin Bacon achieved? Did anyone pass 6? Oh, no. If you get past 6, I lose. Really, like, the way Kevin Bacon historically had worked was that either I started and I won, or I didn't know the guy. Or I didn't know the actor. There might have been one actor, 1 or 2 times that I just didn't, that I knew that I wasn't able to get. But I don't think so. I didn't care for the out-of-time team, like Black Knight deserved better, very much so. Didn't Marvel buy out Image Comics? There are so many good tunes in their library. No, I don't think so. If they do, Image still runs. I read a lot of Image Comics. A lot of this back here is actually Image. Yeah, I'll read Image and Dark Horse quite a bit. All right, hold on. Let's start getting set up for Frosty Features. First Frosty Features live on freaking YouTube, y'all. Isn't that wild? Here, I'm gonna run to the restroom, make sure we're all good. I got some water. I'm gonna run to the restroom before we do this. So I'll be right back. Enjoy the music.
So much inspiration, moving pain out the way. Got my degree, my chi mama came. My uncle couldn't make it, but I still look the same. Now I work harder, like I'm coming off the bench, but I need to be a starter. Flow so wet, wash it out like a washer. Clean the government out and give Flint water. Offset, I done leveled up since I'm with the Arkansas. Did the Texas thing with the bait, now it's done. Cali, where I'm from, North Cal, East Bay. Brother like the Niners, cause my mama from the Hunters Point. Moved us out the ghetto to the burbs, them Asian folks. Groupie on Muslims, laugh for Latinos. To Kentucky, got turned with my nigga though. Austin don't say nigga though. Why? It's political. I don't give a fuck, but I switch the flow. Yeah, growing with my brother. Look for self-love in a world that don't want us. Trust us, they kill us, them killers, them busters, they bust us. They want to vent, now we want vengeance to cleanse us. They feeling my vibe, they feeling my vibe, yeah. They feeling my vibe, they feeling my vibe, yeah. They feeling my vibe, they feeling my vibe, yeah. They feeling my vibe, feeling my vibe, yeah.
Are you ready for a feature? Oh, did you ever read any of the Pit comics? I didn't read the Pit comics, but what I did, I did look up and read about the Pit comics, and I think I have read them before. The style reminded me heavily of the Max from the 90s. So I didn't read Pit comics, but I read about the Pit comics. I haven't gotten any yet. But as soon as I see one, I'm gonna look for a trade or something. I'm gonna pick one up. But I did read about it. Beggars can't be choosers. Thank you for the biddy, Midnight. All right, let's get our music changed over. 3 beats. Teller. Really chill for Hercules. We can deal with this. We can deal with this. Get the notes out. I'm definitely gonna use the notes. Him and Max had a crossover. Yeah, I could see it 100%. I used to read the Max. I found when in the early 2000s when I started buying comics a lot. I found a bunch of Max comics in a flea market, and I bought a bunch of them. Yo, I started out that new Spider-Man cartoon in Disney Plus. It's dope. The animation shadowing is different. Yeah, I'm pretty interested in that actually. I've heard some bad things about it though. Check the trailer. Yeah, I've seen it. Okay. We got Hercules up. All right. There it is. All right. Can we do this with no edits? Probably not. So for those, if anybody's watching on YouTube, I just realized I have no way to tell. In fact, I don't have I don't have any sort of stat information situation live, so I have no idea who's watching this at any given time right now. I don't know why I don't have that. Did I close it? Things have sort of changed. I think because I'm multi-streaming, I'm getting different information. I'll figure it out later. The opening song sucks in my opinion. Ah, okay. Well, that's the worst thing about it, then whatever. Then I won't use it as my ringtone. Okay. I feel that's important, like DuckTales is catchy. Tails! Woo! Okay. Alright, I think we're good. So, I'm gonna try not to watch too much of chat, and I'm just gonna talk incessantly for 30 minutes. Chippendale, Rescue Rangers. Ain't nobody here but us chickens at midnight. You over on the other platform? I'll take it. But that's okay. It's the first one ever. No one's used to me streaming, right? On YouTube. I don't know. Everybody told me to try it, and I thought OBS was doing a thing for it, and then it never actually came through, and then I just signed up for a restream. Went to go see maybe one other person. Hell yeah, one other person. Thanks, bro. Whoever you are. Might still be Trash Can Joe just lurking, I don't know. But thank you. That's amazing. Hey, it'll save, one way or the other, it'll save me time, because I've been uploading the VODs, because people on YouTube were in the comments were asking for my VODs. So I started uploading my VODs. Now I don't have to, now that's one less click I gotta do, right? I think this will just save it. If not, I'll upload it anyway, I guess. I didn't really think this through. But we're figuring it out. You know, whatever. I feel like Greek mythology and Marvel is meh, but I guess makes it connect. Not really sure what, in the 40s, I'm not sure where you're speaking from on that, Prince of Peace. In the 40s, a lot of the comics were just other mythologies. So that so here in a second, when I'm like, oh yeah, Hercules is from 1945, it's legitimately just retelling, because that's also how we get Thor, right? The journey into mysteries and stuff like that. It's legitimately just retelling of mythologies. But the continuity is rough. Real bad. Anyway, let's do this. What's up, guys? Frosty Aussie here today for another Frosty Features. This is the first Frosty Features market on the Frosty Features lore. This is the first one that I am live streaming, not only to Twitch, but also to YouTube. So that's very exciting. And from what I understand, there's like one person checking it out, but that's how you know you're famous. So anyway, what this is a comic book background on the tunes that you use in Marvel Strike Force, and I am the person that's going to walk you through it. Hercules is our final member of the Uncanny Avengers here in Marvel Strike Force that we're going to go over. So with that, let's begin. Next. According to Scopely, what this is the blog post description that is given by Scopely to describe the lore of the incoming characters that they are bringing in to Marvel Strike Force. What we will do is I will read this out loud, and then we will rate this description at the end of the feature. Hercules, the demigod son of Zeus, Hercules was born with unmatched strength and a thirst for adventure, making him one of the most celebrated heroes of ancient Greece. After completing his famous 12 labors, he sought new challenges and eventually found his way into the modern world. He uses godly strength, endurance, and combat skills to fight alongside Earth's mightiest heroes. Though brash and sometimes reckless, Hercules is a loyal ally and a powerful force for good, defending both mortals and gods from threats that span across time and space. So, yes, there we go. You will also have to update your chat display to have both. I have both. Oh, the one on stream. Oh, that's good point. All right. And with that, we will rate that at the end of the feature. I just made an edit for fun. I got my ADD said read chat, and I never do, but there we are. So edit 1. So that is the blog post description. We will rate that at the end of the feature. This is Hercules. Name Hercules Panhellenius. Zeus has a last name in Marvel lore, and it's Panhellenius. Ultimately, it means over the earth, essentially, like Helios, Panhelios, Helios. Panhellenios. I rehearsed this. First appearance, Young Allies, number 16, 1945. A lot of Marvel Comics in the 1940s was, or what was Marvel Comics at the time, was retelling of various mythological stories, be them Greek or Norse. I don't think they had Egyptian, but let me know in the comments down below. They might have. But very notably, Norse mythology and Greek mythology was a big popular thing, and then they brought characters out of that. So this is very, this is how we get our introduction of characters like Thor or Hercules, what have you. Powers and abilities. Olympian physiology. So, this just means godly. So very much like, as Thor is an Asgardian god, Hercules is, he's half Olympian, half human, but that human is also part Olympian, and then also is granted a physiological boon by Hela as a baby. So, Olympian physiology, this means he's godly in all sorts of ways, and essentially this gives him nigh invulnerability, right? You gotta be really freaking tough to hurt Hercules, right? Godlike strength. So, Hercules has immeasurable strength to a point where he is strong enough that a punch from him, a very serious, like, let it go, like, just freaking go for it punch, he can shake the universe, right? So very, very incredibly strong. Really, the only character I'm aware of off the top of my head that scales without extra magical help or whatever would be somebody like the Hulk, right? And even Hercules can outstrength the Hulk. The Hulk has to get so mad, right? Immortality, he has legitimate immortality given to all the gods of Olympus, and specified omniscience. So, I went back and forth on whether or not to clarify this. Ultimately, all of the Greek gods, if you pray to them, they can hear it. So anybody praying to Hercules at any given time, he can actually pick that up and hear that prayer. So I wasn't exactly sure how to define that, so I'm calling it specified omniscience, right? Anyone that references Hercules, he can listen in on, all at the same time, so it's sort of like omniscience. So it's all knowing if his name is mentioned. There's my argument. Roast me. Aliases, many. Oh my god. Right? I list these out, are some notable ones. ultimately, Hercules is known as a lot of things. He's been around a long time. He's been in a bunch of different configurations. He has lost his power, he's gained his powers, he's gained extra powers, impersonated other people's powers. So he ultimately, from just being Hercules to strongman to, well, not strongman, but ultimately just having this big, vast array of names that he could be known by. It was really hard for me to pick it out, but most notably, it ends up being Herc or Hercules that he's referred to. So maybe I was being lazy here, I don't know. Affiliations, most notably the Avengers. For the most part, we really only see him operating as an Olympian, as a solo artist, or within the Avengers. But he does get cast out of the Avengers. He does join the Guardians of the Galaxy, gets cast out. Most of the things he goes into, he gets cast out. You will find as we move forward that he parallels a specific Marvel character very heavily, and this includes his actual factual mental trials, almost exactly the same as others. Background, a demigod Olympian, once again granted the role of god status by Zeus himself, right? So he is the son of Zeus, and as he goes and proves himself, what have you, he does get granted his god status, and it also gets taken away, like another Marvel character you might be able to think of, and then he gets it back and forth, etc. Who died? Can't be a superhero supervillain without somebody dying. And in the case of Hercules, I was going to make the argument of the two serpents, and we'll talk about them in a bit, but they do die for Hercules to become a thing. But the true go off and be a warrior Hercules death was Amphitryon, who is Hercules' stepfather. We'll talk about that a little bit more in detail here in a bit, but most notably, that is how Hercules becomes the hero Hercules. Continuity craziness. So, before the feature started in chat, we were talking about this a little bit. So, mythology in, like, real-world mythology put into Marvel Comics is very convoluted, and it gets retconned a lot and gets changed a lot. So, especially with the Greek, you would think with Hercules, because most of what we have, especially in modern references, it's Hercules retelling, but he never bothers to actually give particular, like, specific orders of something that happened or whatever. So multiple things might have happened at the same time, or be presented in a way that's impossible. Like there's a few actions that are supposedly taking course over a year, but in canon they take place in the same year, so it's impossible. So it gets a little nuts. Also, depending on where you read Hercules, he's very different. Over the course of the life of Hercules, he mirrors Thor really, really, really well. They battle with alcoholism. They have multiple sexual partners. They gain their powers, lose their powers. They become alcoholics again after, people die and things like that, and they go to these really dark places and have to regain their powers or become worthy again, what have you. And they also go head to head and fight each other a lot. So Thor's true rival, honestly, in the Marvel universe really is Hercules. They kind of have the same basis. They go toe to toe. One of the biggest divergence between the two characters of late is that Hercules is kind of revealed as a homosexual, and I think it makes it a little bit more interesting because they parallel so much, and they do a lot of adventures together, and then something goes wrong or somebody gets brainwashed and then they fight each other. They essentially are equals in every single way, and one of the big things that both of them are sort of womanizers. Hercules is definitely worse throughout most of the history, and then when we have this sort of diverging off, we find Hercules kind of reading into why he's unfaithful to all of his wives. I think he has 4 of them. He's unfaithful constantly through the whole thing, to the point where people are trying to kill him, or not trying to kill him. I don't remember. Do I talk about this? I don't talk about this. And the notable events, so I'll say it now, but there's a situation where he kills a chimera and with an arrow with Hydra venom, and the chimera's like, hey, listen, and he's talking to one of Hercules' wives, and he's like, "Hey, check this out. He's gonna become unfaithful. You're newly married. You wouldn't know this. He's gonna become unfaithful. So here's this blood-soaked piece of linen, and in some continuity, it's an amulet. But here's this thing, and when he's unfaithful to you, put this on him, and he will become faithful again. And what it does is it pretty much kills him. It more or less sends him to Hades and strips him of his powers, and he gets set on fire. And that's because of his unfaithfulness. And Zeus also, after he loses his powers, Zeus like brings him back because he's like, I'm also unfaithful too in every version of continuity, so it's fine. But all of that kind of comes to a head when he kind of realizes that he's homosexual, and it's a really interesting story. So I definitely recommend reading some of this transition. I'm not talking about it today necessarily because I really wanted to talk about something else, but very interesting, very cool thing. It's like a third notable event. You got one for free. Relationships, much like the aliases, my God, the entire Olympic situation is insane, and because essentially like so Zeus and Alcmea are his parents, Alcmea being a human princess of Mycenae, and but she's also the great granddaughter of Zeus, so also his mother is technically his aunt, if I remember that correctly, because of the daughter. Anyway, his mother is another relative of his, as with the entirety of Marvel lore, or excuse me, the Grecian mythology, whatever. So ultimately, he has an extreme, and once again, 4 wives, at least, barring any modern things as well. So in relationships, you can have a whole bunch. So I really just stuck with the ones I'm going to talk about today. So we have Zeus and Alcmea, his parents, Amphitryon, who I brought up earlier, that was who dies, and Hera are his step-parents. So Zeus and Hera are a couple, and Amphitryon and Alcmea are a couple, right? So that's important to note. So these usually, actually, in all of the Frost features that I bring up parents, they're all together in a line. Not this time, right? Because Grecian mythology is nuts. And then many others, many children, almost all of his siblings are dead one way or the other. And then he's got uncle brothers and son fathers and all sorts of stuff. So, Hercules has a lot, and that's just how it comes with, especially when you dive into mythology that is as promiscuous as Greek mythology. So there's that. Notable events. So, notable events, we're going to start off with the origin of Hercules. So, what happens is Zeus becomes obsessed with the idea of bearing a champion child. He has plenty of gods that are his kids, but wanted the strongest warrior he could produce. So his move is to procreate, and instead of trying to create that child with Hera, his wife, he decides to look out, as I said, promiscuous. He decides to look elsewhere, and he finds his great granddaughter, Alcmea, princess of Mycenae, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna turn into the form of Amphitryon, and I'm gonna lay with his wife. And so, but Amphitron's actually off. He's a general, and he's off at war. And so he comes home to a pregnant wife who thought she had done it with her husband, and he kind of just is just okay with this for a while. But then Hera finds this out by means of Athena. So Athena is like, yo, goes to Alcmena, and Amphitron is like, yo, by the way. So Athena is like, hey, by the way, his father is Zeus. It wasn't immaculate conception. This is what happened. So it's Zeus. He's super strong. Don't tell him. He'll find out later. But what you need to do is come out and leave this baby alone so that we can attain his like godlike stature, right? She's operating for Athena, kind of operating for Zeus, right? So Hercules has this like godlike strength, Athena leads Hera to Hercules, and Hercules is not named at this point, and she convinces Hera to breastfeed this infant, giving him the godlike immortality, very so similar to the Disney movie, right? The drink. But opposite, right? Giving him his immortality, and as he's doing it, he ends up godlike strengthening, fighting her, and she throws him, and has because ultimately she's obviously mad that her husband was doing her husband things, and by that I mean cheating on her, and so she's already mad about that, and then she's trying to forgive this baby, and then the baby's like, you know what, I'm gonna bite you, so in a god way, so bites her super hard. She throws the baby, and she's like, I'm your enemy forever, and Hercules is like, because he's a baby. So with that, Hera ends up sending 2 serpents to kill the child, and failing to do so because he uses godlike strength to strangle them, right? So he is raised by Amphitryon and Alcmea, and Amphitryon teaches him the ways of being a warrior, of war, of really just like being an awesome father. It's just like, you know what, screw it, I'll be your stepdad, it's cool, you're a demigod, I can forgive that sort of that betrayal upon me or what have you. So to try to appease Hera, they name Hercules Heracles, which is essentially like the champion of Hera, I believe is how it translates. But they give him that name, and he doesn't become Hercules until after he leaves Greece, right? So eventually he obviously, because it's Marvel Comics, he ends up in New York City with the Avengers and things like that. So once he leaves the Olympic situation, once he leaves ancient Greece, that's when he starts being referred to as Hercules. But with this, eventually there is a war, and in this war, his father, or his adopted father, his stepfather, Amphitryon, is stabbed in the back and is killed. And it's at this point that it's revealed to Hercules that he is the son of Zeus, and that he's going to kind of strike out and start making a name for himself as such. And this is where he kind of starts, he takes on the name of Hercules, kind of giving him a division from Hera, but then he starts kind of going into his own as a hero, as it were, to just go the distance, if you would. So that's his origin. That's how we get him deciding to be Hercules, right? Do good for other people kind of guy. So I wanted to talk about the new labors of Hercules because I didn't even know this existed, and then when I started like going back to do my stuff for Hercules, I read about this and I was like, cool. So I hopped into this a lot. So I grew up, I was in Quiz Bowl. I was really big into Greek mythology. I was the mythology kid for Quiz Bowl. That was like one of my roles, and I read about it a lot. So the 12 labors of Hercules is something I was very, very familiar with, and I knew that they were portrayed in the comics. I did not know eventually. So after Thor Ragnarok, right? So Hercules and Thor, I brought it up already. They're like besties, right? Thor might not reflect that as much, but Hercules' best friend more or less is Thor. He has a lot of respect for him. After there's a situation where like Olympus is destroyed, right? And Thor helps lead the reconstruction efforts and things like that. Like they're like this, right? They're besties. And there's a point. So after Ragnarok, I didn't know that Hercules goes into this huge depression, and he finds his solace in the bottom of a bottle, like he and Thor do often, right? Typically, if something awful happens to Thor, that's where he goes. And so with Hercules, he does the same thing. And so and also checkered past, right? Yeah. The thing with, especially with the mythology, you have to keep in comic continuity and mythology continuity. So the 12 labors of Hercules do happen in the comics, but the reason for them are a little argued over, right? So there is a situation where he goes into a berserker rage. He finds that, I think it was Athens was taken over. Wherever he was living at the time was taken over. He goes into a berserker rage, very similar to Wolverine, and he kills everyone, including his wife and children. That leads him to the 12 labors of Hercules. There is also a comic arc where it is simply Zeus coming to Hercules and being like, you need to do these 12 labors to prove that you are worthy of the status of God, right? So in actual Greek mythology, it is him killing his wife and children. In the comics, it's both happen, so it's not really sure which one is the most prevalent, but for the new labors, I would argue it is this killing of his kids because of how the new labors work out. So I just wanted to tell you. So he goes into this drunken stupor, and Hera is like, well, I hate him. Obviously, I set serpents, and it's been thousands of years, and he still sucks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use Eurystheus, who is a king that's still alive, whatever. And he's like, what we're going to do is we're going to get together, and we're going to charge, because Hercules needs a bump up, right? So we're going to make a reality show that's him doing 12 new labors of Hercules to prove that he's still kind of worth it. And then, we can make all sorts of money. He can prove to himself that he is still worthy of his title, and also we can make money on this awesome reality show. So the 12 labors mirrored the previous 12 labors because they're so famous, right? Even in mythology, in comic lore, whatever, they're so famous to the common people of the not of the MCU, of the Marvel 616, that these were set up to follow the same ones, right? So the first new trial is so it's 12 new labors of Hercules. So in place of hunting the Nemean lion for his coat, which is the indestructible coat, whatever, in place of that, he has to steal a saber. Most of what he's doing now is stealing stuff. That's where they went. So he had to steal a saber-toothed tiger from the Savage Lands. So for my friends that play Marvel Snap or just comic book characters in general, he goes and he first mistakes a dinosaur for a saber-tooth, and then the reality TV show people are like, that's not a saber-tooth tiger, bro. And he's like, okay, cool. And he goes back and he ends up stealing Zabu from Khazar. And so he ends up bringing it back, and he completes the first of his tasks. The second task is to mirror him defeating the Hydra, the multi-headed beast, where you cut one head, another one emerges. So he uses his nephew to cauterize the wounds as he cut the heads off so they couldn't grow back. So he is supposed to do the reflection of that, and so that he is charged to solo Hydra, the organization. So he has to topple Hydra, which he achieves because he's Hercules. And after that, in place of, this was so funny to me, in place of capturing the Eutherian boar, they were like, go steal Lockjaw from the Inhumans. So he has to figure out how to get to the moon. And there's a really awesome comic panel where he's standing there and he's just got his arm out and Lockjaw's just bit. He's like bit and locked onto his arm, and he's like, I got the dog, right? So a big joke of these new 12 also is that like 1 through 5 he like breezes through. He doesn't even really have to try, and he's able to get through them. So the back ones get harder, right? So that's number 3. He steals Lockjaw, and he returns all these. He returns everything he takes, right? Because it gets really, really kind of crazy. In place of hunting the golden stag, the Centurion hide, he is set to capture Dragon Man, which is like this synthesized man-made monster thing. So he goes to capture him, and Dragon Man drags him around the universe for a while until he falls asleep, and then he's able to bring him back where he's supposed to be because he's sleeping. So once again, pretty easy for that. In place of Trial 5, which also, if you look at the original Trials in continuity of Marvel canon, they don't. They matched them, but the numbers don't match up with the original 12. It's not actually, the order is unclear of the original 12. The new 12 are very clear, right? So, so in place of number 5, which is his driving out the man-eating birds, he has to drive Atuma. And so my Namor fans in the house, Atuma and his man-eating barbarians, he's got to push them out of Atlantis, right? So he has to go underwater and rid Namor of this aggression, right? Which he does well. After that, they're like, okay, well, how do we do the stables? Because he's supposed to clean for 6. He had to clean these stables. and it took a very long time, and the whole thing was that he diverted a river, but in Marvel continuity, he didn't divert a river. He spent a lot of time just shoveling, and it didn't work out, and then turns out Gilgamesh, the King of Kings, appeared, and he's the one that diverted the river, and he was mistook as Hercules, so he didn't even complete that task himself in Marvel continuity, which is kind of interesting. But in this situation, what could be an equivalent? They couldn't really figure that out. The modern world is a bit cleaner than the ancient world. So they decided that he would have to just go and survive Red Skull's dust of death. So essentially he went into like Navy training, but without a mask, where they do tear gas training. He kind of went in there and did that, but with this dust of death that was meant to kill a bunch of people, and he had to just kind of live with that. So at this point, Hera's like, these are all too easy, and we're gonna have to ramp these up because he's just kind of breezing through this. So after that, they're like, okay, in place of and you can actually tell this is kind of quite a big jump up. So one of the 12 labors, the original 12 labors, was him fighting the Cretan Bull. So in replace of that, they're like, you can fight Abomination. We'll book Madison Square Garden, we'll make an event out of it, and you need a 1v1 Abomination. Now, once again, I talked about Hulk and Hercules scaling together as far as strength is concerned, and A-Bomb does not scale quite with them, but he is very strong. So Hercules is able to lay out A-Bomb with a little bit of trial and tribulation. It is a little bit harder. So that is Trial 7. Trial 8, in place of the... Excuse me. In place of the what of Diomedes? I don't remember what it was. Hold on. Let me double check this. Edit 2 of Hercules of Diomedes. They were horses. Is that what I wrote? What did I write? It looks like I wrote movers, but I guess maybe I tried to write horses. Okay, yes, it's the horses. I was like, what the hell? Okay. Alright. So for the 8th labor, in place of the horses of Diomedes, him having to move the horses of Diomedes, he ends up having to fight Mole Man's Moloids and kill them all, which is super exciting. 9 is stealing Captain America's shield in place of stealing the Amazon's golden girdle. So he has to go and steal Captain America's shield. He's of multiple minds of this because he feels very bad about stealing the pride and joy of the USA. And he's got a lot of respect for Steve Rogers. So he knocks out Steve Rogers and he's like, I swear to God, dude, I'm sorry, I'm going to bring this back. And he takes it. Number 10 is the most interesting, in my opinion, the second most interesting of all the new laborers. He has to go steal a Doom bot from Latveria, which incurring the wrath of Doom isn't good even for somebody as strong as Hercules. So this is in place of stealing the, moving the red cattle of Geryon, Geryon, Geryon. Anyway, to replace stealing the red cattle. After that, and this is what I've posted up on here. He's requested to steal a helicarrier from S.H.I.E.L.D. and he's also assuring them that he's going to bring it back. But he literally chains that sucker up and walks it back to the reality show hosts, which is super crazy. That's number 11, and that's in place of his him stealing the helicarriers in place of stealing Hera's golden apples, which is a whole different thing as far as the Greek mythology goes. And then 12, Hera's like, how do we hit him as hard as possible? 12 is crazy. So for his 12th, so the original 12th, he was supposed to go down to Hades and fetch Cerberus. Cerberus is like a puppy. So he has to go down and he has to fetch Cerberus. In the new 12, they make him go to Hades again, but what he needs to do is get a flower from his dead wife whom he killed. So he goes to Hades, he knocks Cerberus out, nice fun little touching reunion there, and then he sees his family again, his mom, or excuse me, his wife and his children, and he gets down on his knees and he begs their forgiveness, and they end up forgiving him, and she gives him a flower, and there's a still of him hugging his family one last time, his family from years and years ago whom he killed, and he didn't mean to, but it happened, and they forgive him, and the last scene of him in Hades is him embracing his family, and it is like, the whole thing is so silly, and then it ends with like, oh my god, like what the hell, and he leaves Hades, and he's like, I'm gonna kick the crap out of the host of this show, Eurystheus. So he's like, he gets out of Hades, his 12 labor is now complete, and he's like, I'm a hero, screw this guy, this shouldn't have happened, and I can't allow this guy to be doing this to other people. So he goes to find him, and they fight for a short period of time, and in the midst of the fight, a shield falls off the wall and decapitates Eurystheus, and ends the situation. And shortly thereafter, the celebration happens. There's a huge party celebrating Hercules' great triumph over these new 12 labors. And as they look for their man of the hour type situation, he ends up not showing up, and we see him revisiting the graves of his dead family in Greece. And that's how that arc ends. It's crazy because it like builds up in a silly like, oh, here's drunk Hercules, let's make him do stuff, and as you go through them, he slowly evolves into like this he comes to term with what reality and mortality is, even though he's immortal. So it turns from silly to pretty cool, pretty interesting, and it was new to me, so I wanted to talk about that. I thought it was super cool, just interesting little parallels. Let me know in the comments what your favorite I'll say it again, but your favorite Hercules moments is. I'm really interested to hear about it. And with that, we will move on to power level. So Marvel Strike Force doesn't care about power levels, but here in Frosty Features, we do. Now, the way that this works, if you are a multiversal threat, you can end all of reality, topple them, not just your reality, but all of them all at once, topple the multiverse as a single pillar of destitute rubble. At a universal level, you can, in your reality, perhaps hop on over to another reality and end them one by one. Cosmic means that you are strong on a planetary scale. On the small end, destroying planetary bodies with enough time and effort, destroying things like galaxies or solar systems. Nuclear means you have power equivalent to that of a nuclear bomb, leveling things like small cities all the way up to a planetary body with enough time and effort. Super Soldier means you are beyond all human capabilities of strength and otherwise things. So in that, being able to take out things like brick walls or city blocks with enough time. City means that you are strength equivalent to that of the human being that is trained to the absolute and utter peak of ability. Think Olympic athlete level. In the Marvel Universe is where we have a lot of our mercenaries, a lot of our secret agents, etc. And finally, there's Greg. Greg is the undead Asgardian that's spawned by Hela in Marvel Strike Force, and without the Undying team or anyone else to back him up, Greg is weak as heck. So due to undead Asgardian physiology, just because I like to make the argument, Greg is equal to that of a regular human being. So theoretically, if Greg and I both were entered into a chili cook-off, and I spent years and years perfecting my perfect chili recipe, and I look across the way, we are positioned against each other. For the chili officials know that Greg and I both make superior chili. I look across and I see him putting in some illegal Asgardian ingredients into his chili, and therefore I take my chili ladle and I hop over the table to give him some of that spicy frostiness, and I beat the ever-loving crap out of Greg. I theoretically could, because I am a regular human being. So, in short, Greg is equal to that of the average human being. In the case of Hercules, as I said earlier in the feature, Hercules' feats include being able to punch so hard that it shakes the universe. This would imply that he could be a universal threat. I'm going to argue that he is upper end cosmic. One of the main things that is brought up multiple times throughout Marvel continuity is that he and Thor rival each other in every way. They are very much equals in every instance, right? The only time one can better the other is if the other one is weakened, which happens quite a bit when there is somebody that wins. Usually their fights get called off, that I'm aware of. With that, Thor is higher end cosmic, and because of being able to shake the universe, I absolutely put Hercules right with Thor at higher end cosmic, and I also point out that Thor with the Odin Force is in the universal category. As far as I'm aware, in my limited purview of the comics that I've read plenty of Hercules comics, but there's a lot out there, right? Like with this feature, the new 12 Labors was new to me, right? So with that, there's a lot that can go on, and there probably is a version of Hercules that reaches that universal level, but on baseline Hercules, I'm going to say that he is very, very firmly, very deep, high-end cosmic power. And with that, with all the new things, the mixing up of the relationships and all that none of the other Frosty features kind of had to deal with. One of the other things I want to point out is a new rating, not a new rating, but a different way of going to user rating. With this, I'm going to say that they got it twisted, and here's why. In this, they give us a very basic, generic, Hercules is a hero, and he's honorable, and he's great, right? And they do not dive into the fact that Hercules, like Thor, is a multi-leveled character with a lot of different emotions, a lot of things going on to develop him into who he is, right? And a lot of the modern stuff has helped differentiate between Hercules and Thor because they are so similar, right? So with that, I'm going to say they got it twisted. Usually this is in reference to them mixing MCU with the comic canon, but in this situation, I'm saying that what they said is not wrong, and it's not bad, it's not enough. And so it's like they untwisted a character to make him look a little bit more like sellable or whatever to the next person down the line. So that's where it is. That's Frosty Features Hercules. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Please let me know your favorite Hercules moments in the comments, or if I got anything wrong, I'd love to hear it both ways. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube, where it doesn't cost you anything but a couple of clicks. And as a reminder, I stream at the link above on Twitch Sundays at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and now YouTube, where we do Frosty Features live. I hope that you all enjoyed this. I hope that you all have a fantastic week, and most importantly, y'all, stay cool. All right, somebody called me right at the end. Why, God? Survey call. Jeez. Jeez. Sorry, my day just shifted drastically with a text message. I'm gonna send this to my brother. Nope, not to my brother, to my wife. Because our day just changed drastically. So there's that. Cool. That's Frosty Features. Let me catch up on chat. We'll go back to the game. I don't know what we have left. Aliens. Hold on. Oh gosh, there's a bunch. Ads off. Okay, like DuckTales is catchy. Okay, I was there for that. Ain't nobody here but a chick. I read that too. Ooh, did that shoot me all the way to the bottom? Oh no, this is gonna be hard to read. Okay. I'm trying hard. Okay, right, I'm out of here. Demigod, Hercules versus Maui. Half God, biracial, dope, his ear is ringing. Did I get shot to the bottom again? Also sounds like Stark. I never made that connection, but yeah, kinda. He's not smart. That's one of the big things about him. I would definitely argue that Thor is more intelligent. Aliens, Chimera, Aphrodite. Where is Xena Princess Warrior, right? Hers is a stepmom, I think. He was born on planet Herpes, Simplex B. Okay. He turns into the devil, damn. Wonder why he went berserko. Oh! I should have said that, man. He went berserk because he left for some sort of like Olympic, like an Olympian style. He was doing like a mission, more or less, a quest from his father, and he gets back and all of Athens is taken, and he's under the impression that everyone's dead. And there's so many, the whole city where he lives, if it was Athens, I don't remember what it was at the time. The whole city is taken over by these people, right? And he starts killing them, and he kills so many of them that he turns into like a machine, and he's just fucking killing everything because he thinks everybody's dead. All the buildings are destroyed. All these people are here. It's like a whole group of people, like hundreds and hundreds of them, and he just starts massacring them all. And by the time his wife and children appear, he's just killing, and they wreak the havoc of it. That's why he went berserk. If you're still here, Prince of Peace. Now we workshopping. Greg better than Frosty. Greg, but Frosty is a secret super soldier. Would an average Asgard citizen be stronger than a human because they struggled with hell as Gregs? Because they struggled with hell as Gregs. No, in the MCU, if you're referring to Ultimate Chaos, if you're referring to the MCU, in the MCU, even though they're undead Asgardians, they're put at the same Asgardian level, so humans would struggle with them. But in Marvel Strike Force, any of the Asgardians that are in the game, even still, will take out Greg. That's sort of where the idea comes from. And just because his name's Greg and it's funny. They were checking on your car's extended warranty. Yeah, right? So he did it accidentally. That's nice to know. Thanks. Yeah, he did. He did it accidentally, yes, 100% he did it accidentally in the Marvel continuity. It was, yeah, he didn't mean to kill his family. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Stream. Let's go back to the goods. We'll close this out. So that will be posted to YouTube later as its own video. I think we might be done here. Let's see if anybody is... We will raid out on Twitch. I don't know if there's a way to do that on YouTube. Hold on. Let me see. Is anybody on? I know I'm a little early, but I don't know if I've got anything else to do. I mean, I could try to... Maybe you should put that in. I could. I might put it as like a little tag. Let's see if anybody's on Twitch, because I think I'm out of things to do. Other than, like, I could edit the video. Still getting lunch with my wife. Sundays I get lunch with my wife. That's why I leave at 11. More details at 11. But nobody is on, so we will persist until somebody is. And that's okay. We can do that. So let's find out what this looks like. Because San will be on here probably at most 20 minutes, so we can figure something out. What are we in Arena? We haven't done Arena in very long. Oh my god. What is the comp? Hey, what's the comp? Okay, this is what we'll do. What's the comp now? The arena comp now is Shadow King's in there, right? I now have Shadow King like maxed out. Oh wait, I don't have Odin though. Do I need Odin for him to work? What's Zoboy? What's Zoboy doing? I know he's got Odin. Okay. So we drop was it Ultimus and I don't have Odin though. How important is Odin to using Shadow King in Arena? Because could I just do like Mephisto, Odin, Endgame Thanos, Shadow King, and APOC? Do I need Odin though? I don't have Odin. That's the real question. This is what I've been rocking. Is literally Annihilators, Mephisto, APOC. But could I drop like Gore and put in Shadow King and it'd be better? Because I don't have Odin. That is not a thing. We all saw that today. No Odin, then use Gladiator. Use Gladiator and drop Gore for Shadow King.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your thunder
buddy
and say these magic words.
Fuck you, thunder.
You can suck my dick.
You can't get me thunder cause you're just God's spot.
Let me switch back to my stream playlist. Beautiful. Drop gore for Shadow King. Let's try that. All right, let's do it. We dance on this channel. Oh, bitches. Alright. So if I do this, but we don't want exhausted, we want exposed. Yeah, and we'll get it on the mythic enemies. So this actually works out. He'll ult, right? So you put exhausted out. This is... That's not gonna work. I don't know why I did that. Should have basic. No, we're alright. We're alright. I forgot that. I thought the decrease in max health didn't work on that. I'm just making shit up. Learn as you go. Basic. Get it. Gladiator, you're gonna die so hard right now. Or maybe not. Maybe... I just get confused on how APOC's empowered basic doesn't follow right behind his ult. Nice. Now we can go all in on Mephisto. So how are they able to get rid of exhausted? Because they did. They got rid of... They all got rid of exhausted. Who clears that? Oh, we need to go for endgame Thanos now. Exhausted doesn't wear off, does it? From what I understand, no one can clear it yet. I don't know. I just play it out, bro. But they, like, APOC had exhausted for sure. I ain't no scientist. Same. Same. Barrier is definitely giving me hell. Yeah, all the exhausted is gone, which makes this a lot harder. What is now? How the fuck did that happen though? Fucking, we're about to learn because I think I lost because the exhausted went away. Thanos endgame did dick. I'm wondering if it was Gore's ult. No. I'm looking for any reference to exhausted. Could it? I mean, Thanos endgame does deal with it. Yeah. Endgame Thanos is for go look at their kits. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Endgame Thanos is for his passive. His passive does it clear exhausted? Or excuse me, exposed. I keep saying exhausted. Exposed. Once per turn, when any enemy with exposed attack generate one ability energy for 2 random allies or self. But the enemies cannot. This character cannot drop. Okay, so his kit, unless is it exposed? Check resistance. I'm so confused. How did they lose exposed? Hold on, is it Mephisto? It's not APOC, unless I don't think APOC got a rework recently. Does Mephisto remove exposed? Enemies with exposed cannot fill speed bar for themselves or allies. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Allies cannot have their speed bar reduced. The battlefield effect loss attack vulnerable cannot be blocked. Started at the bottom. Okay. Attack all enemies. Apply trauma. Clear all battle effects on allied side. Mark of Mephisto on any turn. Bury all allies 5% max health. There's no... How did exposed go away? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, no, Endgame Thanos does exposed and so Mephisto does exposed. The thing is the exposed went away. Can exposed go away? I thought exposed was there. Is there something that makes it go away? I'm trying to think. I mean, Shadow King has a reduce thing. Was there an Odin? There was not an Odin. It was Annihilator's Mephisto APOC. It's probably a fluke. I think I lost because of that. Like, for sure. Let's do it again. It does seem like it goes away. It does go away? I didn't know Exhausted went away. I mean, this one should be easy. There's no Mephisto. This is our first time trying Shadow King in Arena, by the way. How long is it around? Is it only around for like a turn? Stayed on him like Exhausted, kind of. When I put Exposed on Odin, the 1v1, it's not there anymore. Exposed or Exposed. I keep saying Exhausted because I keep messing it up, but it's Exposed because we're trying to use. We're using Mephisto to put out Exposed and then Endgame Thanos to exploit that. But does Exposed only stick around for a turn? I swear I thought it stuck on. So right here. Well, granted, they don't have Mephisto, so this should be easy. So I'm gonna special to put out Exposed. Okay, nobody got Exposed. Even the mythic characters. So Exposed isn't there. Tap, what's up, man? I hope you're feeling better. Look at that. So I just specialed and nobody got Exposed. What is that? Oh, whoops. Something's wrong in the state of Denmark. They should have Exposed. They shouldn't have been able to resist that like that. Exposed can be resisted, so all of them resisted the Exposed from Mephisto. That's wild to me. Well, and then in the last one they had Exposed and then it went away. I think Gladiator prevents Exposed. Really? This one won't be near as hard though, because there's no Mephisto. So this one isn't quite as educational as it could be. In fact, we're gonna scroll out real quick because I think he's about to ult. He's ability blocked, so he's a little bit more controlled. How far down are you in arena to be fighting No Mephisto or Odin? Somehow I got to 79. I don't play arena almost ever. Just try to stay top 100. But I don't have Odin, and to be top 50, I need Odin. So it's just like not even worth. It's not even worth the. It's not even worth the attempt. But yeah, I don't have Odin, so. What the hell? We have another Ultimate 32 this week? We do. Yes, we do. I was in the 20s. I was ranked like 20, and then Odin came out, and then it just kind of became pointless for me to. When Odin came out, it just kind of became pointless for me to try. Once I unlock Odin, I'll probably try a little bit harder until whatever the new arena comp comes out. But for now, I'm just top 100's fine. I can't break 150. Because some people didn't get matched last week, but this one's not supposed to start till Tuesday. The top 100 has Odin in my shard. And not in mine. But I assume that you're probably in an older shard than mine. Gladiator passive with 3 annihilators and over 50% can't get exposed or vulnerable. But how did it go away? How long does it stay? In the first arena match I did, I landed exposed. It wasn't a matter of me not landing it. I landed it. The trick was that it went away. It's permanent. It's supposed to be permanent. It wasn't though. It went away. Supposed to be. Yeah, no, it went away. I'm telling you. Hold on. Let's see if we can do it. This right here. I think this is the same team we fought. So let's do this. So watch. I landed exposed. So let's do it again. I'm pretty sure this is the same fucking team we did. Let's try this. Do they have... No, they did not have Shadow King. It's literally this team I'm about to fight. It's Annihilators, Mephisto, Apocalypse, and Exposed went away, and they ended up beating me. My shard is one of the originals. Dang, dude. Mine, it's me and Zoyboy Fresh. I don't know anybody else that's in my shard. Yeah, so it's literally, I'm pretty sure it was rank 59. I think it was this specific team. So let's see what happened. Maybe watch this time we won't even land exposed or something. Okay, so we're gonna do exposed. Okay, right now, Apoc and Mephisto and Sus all have it. Oh, no, the other team had Gore, so this is a different team. But just note, all the Mythics have it and Gladiator. The only person that doesn't have it is Endgame Thanos. Let's watch. God, we're lagging so bad. This is the first time in 5 years I missed the login. I only fought in 2 CC matches and went 1-4. Thought this Ultimate 32 didn't affect regular season rankings, but got demoted. I'm a Dolphin swimming with Krakens. We're basic. So we're punching exposed, so we should be gaining ability energy, right? So we're gonna ult. And the speed's gonna be weird, so we're not gonna get our empowered basic right away. Right, we're gonna ult here, prolong the duration and reduce the duration of positive negative effects. Not in that order. Alright, everybody still has exposed. I'm starting to wonder if it was just a fuck up. But everybody still has exposed. No, we're not going to kill him. I thought we were going to kill Apoc for a second, but I didn't realize he had all those death proofs. There he goes. Get him, Shadow King. And we still have exposed. I don't know what happened. And this is Mephisto hiding here in the corner, so he should be who we're going for now that Gladiator's thing is down. Gladiator's taunt is down. But I'm not allowed to attack Mephisto, so this is problematic. But we'll go for Endgame Thanos. I went 5-0 and made Masters 2. That's crazy, Midnight. Freaking nuts. I went 3-2, and I'm pretty proud of that. That's okay. No Odin against every single one of my opponents had Odin. This has adjacent targets, right? Yeah. So this is bullshit anyway, because I can't target Mephisto, so I have to kill everybody but Mephisto, and then presumably I'll be able to target him then. Yeah, we're at least hitting him on splash damage. Okay, so it didn't do it. They still have exposed. But that's how I thought this worked, right? Okay, do we get to target Mephisto? Find out today on Dragon Ball Z. We can. Okay. I was curious. It wouldn't let me target him. I was. You can see my cursor, right? Yeah, you can. I was trying. Dream elements. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I was doing a refresh. I'm loving it. What's up, Sid? You'll be top 50 in no time. Once I get Odin. Because now, if we look, there's gonna be now there's definitely gonna be Odin's on the little selection screen. Now that I just breached the 50s. My rank should be 59 game. Oh, there is no Odin. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. No one's on still, so let's go ahead and do this one then. This is the actual comp. It didn't have sus. It was this that the exposed went away. The only difference being gore. We'll do this. They may revert the rankings. Yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to Sin. Sin has been streaming a lot. So Sin doing speed runs and such. Fantastic. It didn't work, and it just still showing real Bubba Hotep. So there's that. Kind of frozen, I think. This may be why they are not starting again until Tuesday for the rankings. Yeah, I didn't even look to see if I got like demoted or something. Okay, so this is the one. This is the same team. So it was Annihilators, Mephisto, Apop. Okay, trying to put exposed down. Okay, that time we didn't land it on anyone, so that's exciting. And no one has exposed, so there's nothing to track here. We have exposed because Satan, of course. So now I think the only way I can put out exposed is Thanos Endgame. Which is not exciting. I think they're gonna kick my ass because they landed the exposed and I didn't. I think that's gonna come out to the flip of that coin. The fact that Mephisto wasn't able to land that is pretty shitty for me. I'm telling you, look back in the VOD. They had exposed when I did this the first time. Wait, shit. Does Thanos Endgame special not put out exposed? Is it just his freaking basic? They have 3 Annihilators, so they should not get exposed. They got it the first time. So they can't get exposed because of because they have all 3? Just because Gore is there? They should add Donald Trump as president, Marvel as a villain. Oh God. He doesn't need to be included in anything else. But we're not gonna get political. Let's be done with that. No fucking way. Okay, so with the Annihilators, funny how Marvel and Simpsons predict the future. It is pretty crazy. Politics stream. No, I already got more political than I wanted to. Even by just commenting on that, I was like, damn. Where is Sen? There he is. All right, we're gonna raid out to Sen Raven, y'all. All right, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you all so much. First YouTube stream, so that's exciting. Yeah, we're gonna raid Sen Raven. You want to be on Mount Rushmore and name it Trump more? Okay, yeah, sure. Later. Hey, give Sen all the love that y'all give me. I hope they have a fantastic weekend. Most importantly, all stay cool.